At Citi Field in New York, the New York Mets play the Los Angeles Dodgers. New York Mets baseball on SNY is brought to you by Tri-Honda. Hurry to your local Tri-Honda dealer for great deals on the 2015 models. By Citi, preferred card of the New York Mets. By Budweiser, still brewed the hard way. This Bud's for you. By Geico, over 75 years of savings and service. And by Hyundai, get in your comfort zone with the most advanced Elantra yet. Visit your Hyundai dealer today. Well, I don't want to sound heartless, but the Mets offense really needs to kick it out. They need a Barracuda in the middle of the lineup. Maybe Kelly Johnson, maybe Juan Uribe will be the magic man. And a pleasant good evening, everybody, and welcome to Citi Field. Gary Cohen, Keith Hernandez with you tonight as the Mets play Game 3 of their 4-game series against the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Dodgers have taken the first two, but the Mets have a couple of reinforcements for their offense. They made the trade last night to get Kelly Johnson and Juan Uribe from the Atlanta Braves. Johnson's in the lineup tonight playing second base and batting cleanup. Uribe will come off the bench. And, Keith, this gives Terry Collins a lot of different options about how to play his lineup.
Well, it certainly does. You've got two infielders. Johnson can also play the outfield also. A left-hand hitter and a right-hand hitter, two veteran bats with some pop. Wouldn't be surprised if you see a little platooning at third base. I mean, Terry's got a ton of options. Johnson has played, and he's going to play second base tonight. Flores is going to play every day. What are you going to do with Tejada at shortstop? The rule is right now, what we've heard is Tejada's going to play shortstop for defense. I don't like Flores out of the lineup. I want Flores to continue to play. I think you're going to see more of a platoon at third base, but you're right, Garrett. A lot of flexibility for Terry and a stronger bench.
And Terry has said with 65 games to go, he's going to play the guys who hit. He says, we made this trade to get some offense. On the mound tonight, Matt Harvey, who's gone through an uncharacteristic streak of wildness his last three starts.
Well, yeah, his last three starts, 13 walks. He's 8-7 on the year, his 19th start. 1-3 in his last 5 starts, but he's pitched well. Remember, his last start, he got beat in Washington, gave up 5 runs in the first 3 innings. I didn't think he pitched so badly. He misplayed the one bunt play to cost him, gave up the 3 runs early, settled down. But what's most alarming is, Gary said, the 13 walks in the last 3 starts.
For the Dodgers, Zach Greinke will pitch tomorrow following the birth of his son. The Dodgers have brought up Zach Lee to make his major league debut tonight.
23-year-old from Plano, Texas, was their first-round pick in 2010. He was going to go to LSU, play quarterback and pitch for LSU, but the Dodgers signed him as a #1 pick. He was 7-3 in AAA Oklahoma City in 12 starts with a 2.36 earned run average. Sinker slider change, not overpowering. This is his major league debut.
Mets are just 2-6 since the All-Star break. They try and get it going tonight with Matt Harvey on the mound. Mets and Dodgers, all the action coming your way tonight on SNY. By Mr. Softy. Go vendor Mr. Softy truck in your local neighborhood. By Land Rover, above and beyond. And by Nationwide. Nationwide is on your side. Speak with Rich Grillo in Massapequa or James Finero in Bethpage today. Tonight's Twist of the True Fact brought to you by Twisted Tea, the hard iced tea that tastes like real iced tea. Juan Uribe was the manager for the Dodgers in their last game last year, and he wore Don Mattingly's uniform after they had clinched their division title. Now he's a Met. Driver on the Majors presented by Cadillac. Cole Hamels this afternoon, and perhaps his final start as a Philadelphia Philly threw a no-hitter at Wrigley Field. First no-hitter against the Cubs since 1965. First no-hitter at Wrigley Field since 1972. This is the odd way that it ended with Chris Bryant at the plate.
Almost botched here. Talk about nerves out here. Herrera out in the outfield. The play in the 8th inning, he almost botched. So that ball found him, and boy, what a recovery. And don't think Cole Hamels isn't happy. Congratulations to Cole Hamels. Just a fine performance. We watched Gare on TV. Had a great curveball going.
2 walks, 13 strikeouts for Hamels, who started a combined no-hitter against the Braves last year. Now he has one of his very own. It's the Mets and Dodgers at Citi Field. First pitch is coming right up. Uniform, the 8th different one he's worn in the major leagues, and he'll take his spot at second base. First time he started at second base this season. Here's the Dodgers starting lineup. Adrian Gonzalez was a late addition. He's got a stiff neck but pronounced himself good to go. So Gonzalez, who sat yesterday, is in the lineup today. Carl Crawford starts for the first time in the series. Jimmy Rollins has homered against the Mets. What else is new in each of the first 2 games of the series? First home start for Matt Harvey since the All-Star break.
Second start since the All-Star break, and had a lot of time off in between due partially to the 6-man rotation and the All-Star break. I think it had a lot to do with his little bit of wildness. There was the Jeep numbers that just disappeared there. Sorry, I was a little slow, but There's Jeep for you. They always pop up, and we'll do the defense now. And I'll be on this one quick. The Metsy defense.
Pace yourself.
Lexus, brought to you by Lexus. Conforto, second start. Neuenhuis center. Daniel Murphy at third. Newcomer Kelly Johnson at second base. Hasn't played a lot of second base of late, but came up as a second baseman. And Plawecki behind the plate.
Jock Peterson will lead things off for the Dodgers, who've taken the first two games of this series. 3-0 behind Clayton Kershaw on Thursday night, and then 7-2 last night. Their starter last night, Ian Thomas, went 5, got the win. He got sent back to the minors today to make room for their starter today, Zach Lee. Peterson 2 for 8 in this series, at an RBI double in the game yesterday. 20 home runs to lead all National League rookies, but 117 strikeouts to lead all National League players. Matt Harvey's got the scruff back.
Yes,
he had gone clean shaven for a while. He's got that Dark Knight look going. His first pitch of the night is swung and missed by Peterson, who takes a home run cut on every pitch.
Every pitch, even in batting practice, Peterson trying to hit long ball.
Harvey looking to get back on the beam tonight. This streak of wildness started 3 starts back in Los Angeles on the 4th of July. He walked 5 batters in 5 innings in that Saturday afternoon start. Lost 4-3. 13 walks in 19 innings in his last 3 starts. And he misses with the breaking ball, 2-1.
I think a lot of it is, too, you come off Tommy John surgeries, a lot of adjustments. I always harken back to that conversation we had with John Smoltz. What was it, 2 months ago, Gare? It's an adjustment coming off of Tommy John. That's all you got to do is pitch him upstairs. Peterson, he cannot. That uppercut swing, if you've got some gas like Mr. Harvey does, look, he's under it.
Well, for the second straight start, Harvey's come out with serious heat. He threw 99 in the first inning against the Nats on Monday, 98 on that last pitch to Peterson.
Matt's thrown great, actually. You know, he just the Giant start, whether it's 5-6 starts ago, was his worst start. He's been solid.
Peterson goes down swinging, and that's how the night begins.
He's got some cheddar. It's coming out of the shoe, throwing hard. And look at that 4-seamer straight over the top. Catch up to it if you can. No, that train left the station.
118 times now Peterson has been struck out in his rookie season. One out. Here's Howie Kendrick, and he takes on the outside corner for a strike. Kendrick 1 for 5 in this series, hitting .290 for the year. In his first year as a Dodger after 9 years with the Angels. Didn't even have to move. Fly ball hit to right, and Granderson has it lined up. And that's the second out. So Harvey's retired the first 2. And now Justin Turner.
Well, you can see what he's doing for the series against the Mets.
He had 3 extra base hits last night, 2 doubles and a home run. The first ex-Met to do that against the Mets since Mike Jacobs had 3 extra base hits for the Marlins 7 years ago.
I will never forget the debut of Mike Jacobs in Arizona.
Well, here last night.
Number 13 for Mr. Turner, and that was a home run in the old ball. Well, not the old ballpark, but the old dimensions.
Good slider by Harvey to get out on Turner 0-2.
He's coming out looking really, really sharp. Shook off all the secondary stuff. He wants to go with that fastball away, Gare.
0-2 to Turner, and he misses high with it at 99 miles an hour. Well, Matt has certainly shown that he can dial it up. Now it's a matter of getting his command back. 1-2. Just missed. He was walking off the mound. Thought Jim Reynolds might give him that call, but he did not.
Oh, look how on top of the plate Turner is. And it missed. Wow, he is crowding it. You see, with a home run yesterday, that Turner hitting the ball away, Gary. Now you know why he got the barrel of a bat on that outside pitch. He's standing right on top of the plate. The barrel of the bat, the sweet spot of the bat, covers the outside corner.
So that question is, can he handle the pitch in?
You got to look in. Then you can't. Once in a while, keep the pitcher honest.
Full count to Turner with Adrian Gonzalez waiting on deck.
And a lot of pitchers don't like a hitter standing on top of the plate. They have a hard time throwing an inside strike. Deep in the box.
3-2 coming. And he walked him. 3-2 slider that just missed. And Turner's on with a 2-out walk.
Pretty good at bat right there. Didn't miss by much. But Milwaukee brought it back.
It's a ball.
Yep, good eye. That's actually just a terrific eye. It's a heck of an at bat.
Here's Adrian Gonzalez, who sat out yesterday against the lefty John Neese, just a day off for him, and then came to the ballpark with a stiff neck today and was not in the original lineup, but got penned in at about 6 o'clock when he pronounced himself fit to go. Gonzalez having another terrific year. Tries to hold the swing on the pitch up high, and he did not hold up. 0-1. Gonzalez 21 home runs, 60 runs batted in, 24 doubles, 5th in the league in slugging percentage. Bounce toward third. Murphy backs off on it. Plenty of time to get Gonzalez, and that retires the side. A walk and one left. Mets come to bat at the bottom of the first at Citi Field with no score. Geico starting lineup for the Mets tonight. Kelly Johnson steps right into the lineup, hitting cleanup, which he did on 18 occasions for the Braves this year. Michael Conforto, his second start. He'll hit 6th after batting 7th yesterday. A start for Kirk Neuenhuis center field with Juan Lagares getting the day off.
And there's the major league debut of Zach Lee. There's a look at him.
23-year-old from McKinney, Texas. His first pitch in the big leagues misses to Curtis Granderson. Curtis had his 8-game hitting streak stopped last night. 1 for 7 in this series, hitting at .249 for the year. And he takes a fastball for a strike. 1-1.
No, you can see right now, not a hard thrower. Right over the top, a dart thrower, we used to call them.
Zach Lee pitched in AAA last year when the Dodgers had their AAA team in Albuquerque, and he had a terrible year. This year they moved their AAA team to Oklahoma City, closer to sea level, and he's having a great year. And I wonder whether the altitude had anything to do with the disparity.
Well, I played in Oklahoma City on the road. normal dimensions.
Ball 4. Granderson gets a leadoff walk, his 50th walk of the season. And the Mets have their first man on.
And then we'll take a quick look at the Dodger defense, brought to you by Coors Light. Center field, Peterson can go get him. And you see he's been struggling, you kids, but he can play defense. He's going to stay in the lineup because of his defense. Justin Turner and Adrian Gonzalez at the corners. Jimmy Rollins, the veteran, at short. Yasmani Grandal back in the lineup after a night off.
Here's Tejada, 2 for 8 in this series. Ruben's been swinging the bat well, but right now, the way the Mets are configured, even with the new options of Uribe and Johnson, it figures that Tejada is still going to play most games because they still need his defense. The other option is to move Wilmer Flores back for the occasional start at shortstop, which Terry Collins said he may do, but Ruben's going to remain the primary shortstop.
Well, Ruben's planning to play shortstop because he's the best one there with the glove, and he's been swinging a good bat. I've never seen Ruben in a long while playing so inspired.
And Lee falls behind him 2-0. Jim Reynolds, your home plate umpire tonight. Manny Gonzalez, the young Ben May, and the crew chief Fielding Culbreth round out the crew.
Little tight zone by home plate umpire Jim Reynolds.
Lee walked his first big league batter. Now he's behind his second. 2-0. Granderson has stolen a few bases in the last week after going a month and a half without one.
The last time you and I were in the booth together.
Well, a lot happened that day, Keith.
That's right. And, you know, it was 18 innings with how 40 some odd plus men left on base, and I loved being here.
You were in fine fettle. I've never seen you in better fettle.
Contrary to popular belief, I do enjoy it up here.
We enjoy having you too. Here's the 2-0, and Tejada lines a base hit into right center. Granderson will go first to third, and the Mets have the table set. Runners at the corners and nobody out. So Tejada continues to hit.
This is what Ruben has to do. No fly balls, line drives, flat slider, and you can always track a flat slider. Stays on the same plane. It's breaking away from the bat, away from your hands. Granderson, easy read, easy first to third.
Keith, we're seeing the Ruben Tejada of 2012, the year he hit .289 for the season. He was so consistent. We hadn't seen that guy until very recently.
I want to see it the entire season.
Now hit in 13 of his last 14 games. There's Daniel Murphy, who's just 7 for 34 since the All-Star break. And Murphy hits one back toward the middle. Base hit. Granderson in with the first run of the night. Daniel Murphy sneaks a single through the middle, and the Mets have a 1-0 lead.
Well, not wasting any time. Murph, first pitch hitting. First pitch fastball hitting. Sinker down and away. Stays in. Just out of the reach of Mr. Rollins.
Rollins, a 4-time Gold Glover at shortstop, but maybe he's lost half a step. That might have cost him that play. So the Mets have a run in, and now Kelly Johnson gets his first plate appearance as a Met. Kelly said it was a little odd to be in a Mets uniform. He came up in 2005, played in a lot of those Mets Braves games at Shea Stadium, and remembered the intensity of that rivalry being on the other side. He's made a grand tour since then, got back to the Braves this year, and now he's a Met.
Low ball hitter. Got pop, hit 26 home runs in Arizona in 2010. That was his best power season.
And he's got 9 this year in just 182 at bats. So Kelly still has some pop. 33 years old. First and second, nobody out, and he lines one into center field. That's a base hit. Tejada to third. He'll be held up there. Kelly Johnson with a base hit in his first at bat as a Met, and the Mets have the bases loaded and nobody out. Johnson was red hot in Atlanta. He had hit .342 in his last 18 games.
Little cutter in, muscles it out up the middle. I'm wondering why Ruben didn't score here. It was a soft liner. Ruben ran back to the bag.
I think he was afraid that Rollins might catch that ball.
Well, it wasn't a good read. Not a good read. Ball down. That's where he likes it.
Rick Honeycutt's going to make a trip to the mound. Zach Lee's first day in the big leagues has not gone the way he's wanted to. A walk and 3 straight hits to start his career. And Honeycutt will try and calm down the 23-year-old.
Well, the old veteran, Mr. Honeycutt, I remember when the Dodgers traded for him, brought him over from Texas. Didn't know anything about him. He had good stuff. Hard sinker, hard slider, real competitor on the mound. Rick Honeycutt, there he is. But he also had a nice little razor blade somewhere hidden. He used to cut that ball. Oh my gosh. Needed several stitches in that ball, more than normal after he threw it.
Zach Lee trying to catch his breath. He's in the maelstrom now. A run in, bases loaded, nobody out. Lucas Duda coming up. Duda 2 for 7 in this series. Has never had a grand slam in his career. First pitch swinging, lines it right at Rollins, and everybody gets back. Rollins playing perfectly to accept that line drive toward the middle for the first out.
Well, they had him played right. I mean, Lucas has been dead pull hitter, so that's gonna happen. He's gonna have to hit into the teeth of that shift all the time.
So now Michael Conforto will come up with the bases loaded and 1 out. Michael's dad is here tonight. Neither of his parents were able to make it from Seattle last night, but his dad is in the building to watch his second big league game. He went 0 for 3, drove in a run with a ground out last night. A chance to do some damage here.
He's got to think left center field on this guy.
And he hits a double play ball, but it goes off the glove of the pitcher, and Conforto beats the play at first, and the Mets have a 2-0 lead. If Lee had let that go, it would have been an easy double play ball to Rollins, but the pitcher deflected it. Conforto has his first big league hit, and the Mets have a 2-0 lead.
First big league hit and an RBI, and you know what? In the paper tomorrow, it's a line drive, and that was tailor-made.
Well, Conforto's best tool is not his speed, but he used every bit of speed he had to leg out his first big league hit. And they'll save that ball after authenticating it with a trophy case of Mr. Conforto. So the Mets with 2 runs home in the first and a chance for plenty more. Bases loaded, 1 out for Kirk Neuenhuis, batting 7th in the order. Last time Neuenhuis started a home game, he made history. A 3 home run performance against Arizona. The first Met ever to do that in a home game. And he pops this one foul, ball and a strike.
Boy, high changeup. Woo! Those are the kind you love. That is a big, huge mistake when you throw a letter high changeup.
That one over for a strike, 1-2. Neuenhuis had a 2-run double Wednesday in Washington in his last start. Playing center field tonight with Juan Lagares getting the night off. 1-2 from Lee, and he just got a piece of that one to stay alive. Kevin Plawecki, the number 8 hitter, is on deck. A walk and 4 singles for the Mets. 2 runs in. And Zach Lee trying to maintain his composure in the first inning he's pitched in the big leagues.
This is where you can just bust out of the gate here. A nice little gap. 3 runs in.
Toward the hole. That sneaks through for a base hit. Murphy is in. Here comes Johnson. He'll score. It's a 2-run single for Kirk Neuenhuis. And the Mets have posted a 4-run first inning. Just a little bleeder that found a hole, enough for Neuenhuis to drive it a pair.
Well, when it rains, it pours. And Zach Lee here just ties up Neuenhuis. And that ball, you couldn't have placed it better. And hit softly enough to score 2. Tough's never going to have a sore arm after this inning.
4 runs in, still only 1 out. Kevin Plawecki the batter, and he takes a strike. So Kelly Johnson gets a base hit in his first at bat as a Met, scores a run.
And Matt Harvey, recipient of those 4 runs. It's something he hasn't had in a while.
Or much through his entire career. Good sinker by Lee, and it's 0-2 to Plawecki. He's 0 for 3 in this series, hitting .235. Travis d'Arnaud, who got rained out of his first 2 rehab games at St. Lucie, is now taking his rehab assignment to Binghamton, where he was expected to play tonight. About 5 innings. So he is on the horizon at least. Little tapper, should be a double play. Kendrick steps and fires for the 4-4-3 double play that ends the inning. But the Mets put together 4 first-inning hits, and they parlayed them into 4 runs. Tejada, Murphy drives in a run. Kelly Johnson gets a hit in his first at bat as a Met, and Conforto and Nieuwenhuis drive him in. 4-0 Mets. Baseball, he's confirming. Doesn't matter that it was a ground ball off the pitcher's glove. It counts anyway. And getting some high fives. Conforto's hit, 1 of 5 the Mets amassed in that first inning, putting up a 4 spot in support of Matt Harvey. Andre Ethier leads off the second and takes a strike from that. Ethier 0 for 3 in this series. Dodgers continue to juggle their outfield. Yasiel Puig getting the night off tonight. We've got 5 guys for 3 spots in that outfield. Ball and a strike to Ethier with Grandal and Crawford to follow.
Well, always a little competition helps, and Ethier was on the pine for a long while and getting limited play. Put him in there. Injury. Oh, nice slider.
Well, Puig was out for 6 weeks with a hamstring injury. Crawford missed nearly 3 months with an oblique injury, so that cleared the decks for a while. But with both of them back, and Ethier and Van Slyke and Peterson, they've got a crowd. Popped up, shallow left. Conforto, first fly ball in the big leagues, and he puts it away. Conforto never got a fly ball last night in his first big league game.
Saw a couple home runs go over his head.
Yes, he did. Those don't count as chances. because I don't think he could have reached either one. Now Yasmani Grandal, 1 for 4 in the series. Sat last night as the rookie Austin Barnes did the catching. Grandal having a tremendous year. On base percentage over 400, slugging percentage over 500. Finally staying healthy for a full season and really having a big year. Switch hitter, much better left-hand hitter than right.
Very interesting stance here. Look, he's very bunched, like shrugs his shoulders inward in a concave kind of way, almost like poor posture. Very stiff.
Does posture count in hitting?
No, it's all about squaring it up, baby.
Getting the barrel to the ball.
Yes. We used to call it getting the head out. Today it's called squaring it up because everything is so on the computer. Nice crowd, as you can see, and the geometrics of baseball. They've taken it from the dimensions of the field to the bat.
Well, but that's an old expression, isn't it?
What?
As Grandal takes outside that's on the outside corner, and Grandal is caught looking. Goes away shaking his head. Jim Reynolds giving Harvey that third strike call for a second strikeout of the night.
That's got it. That nipped it. Too close to take. Our producer was confused at my comment. So
I was going to say it's an old saying that you take a round ball, hit it with a round bat, and you try to hit it square. Crawford hits one out to left, and Conforto over toward the corner, and he runs it down. Conforto tracks it well. Harvey's got himself a 1-2-3 second inning. Shutdown inning for Harvey. Home by Conforto. 4-0 Mets.
Cylindrical bat.
At bat, the #1 app for live baseball. At bat is up to the moment at any moment with in-game highlights, look-ins, replay reviews, radio broadcasts, StatCast, and more. Get MLB.com at bat for your smartphone or tablet. And Harvey bloops one foul. Harvey, 2 starts back, hit a home run. His last start, he had a 2-run hit in Washington.
Yes.
So he's driven in 2 runs in each of his last 2 games.
A little soft liner to right field in Washington.
Last Met pitcher to do that as Harvey strikes out was Al Leiter, of all people, 1998. Hard to believe Al had 4 RBIs in his career, but it actually happened.
Al wasn't a very good hitter.
No, not a good hitter at all. And the only other Met pitcher to do that, 2 RBIs in back-to-back starts, is Dwight Gooden. Your cold hard facts brought to you by Clean Crisp Coors Light. We jump the gun on the facts, as cold and hard as they are.
Now Doc swung a good bat.
Yes, he did.
He had some pop too.
Here's Curtis Granderson, who walked and scored in the first inning. The Mets did not exactly tear the cover off the ball in that first inning, but they did put together 5 hits and score 4 runs. And it's interesting that that happens on a night when Terry Collins basically called out his team before the game and said, look, whoever hits is going to play.
Put up or shut up.
Exactly. I mean, maybe it's sheer coincidence. Maybe it's a rookie pitcher on the mound. Maybe they just got a little lucky in that first inning. But it is an interesting juxtaposition. 3-1 to Granderson.
Mets have 6 left-hand hitters in the lineup. I don't think I've seen that in a little while.
And all right-handed bench tonight. 3-2 to Granderson.
With the addition of Conforto and Kelly Johnson. Neuenhuis back. He's been here for a little bit, though, a little bit longer. There's Terry. Disappointing start to this series, but it's nice to have on the back end Harvey and DeGrom, is it not?
Well, tomorrow DeGrom gets himself quite an adversary, with Zach Greinke returning to make the start for the Dodgers. It's one of the better pitching matchups of the season. Greinke working on 43 2/3 consecutive scoreless innings, just 15 1/3 shy of Oral Hershiser's major league record.
Both pitchers should have more wins than they do. I mean, DeGrom can very easily have 14 wins. Greinke with that earned run average at 130, which is just that's out there with the.
It's in Bob Gibson land.
Jeez,
that's what it is. Granderson with a late swing almost took that out of the catcher's mitt.
You got a much better hitting ball club, the Dodgers, for crying out loud. They got their lead in the National League in on base percentage, home runs, and they can't score for Greinke. Just beautiful weather, no humidity, hardly any humidity. Usually, remember in the 80s, Gary, this time of year, be out there sweating bullets.
That'll change. Next couple of days, supposed to get much more humid, more summer-like. 10th pitch of the at-bat coming from Lee to Granderson, with Tejada on deck. And Granderson yanks one down the line. That's an extra base hit going to the corner. Granderson motors into second base with his 17th double of the year. Terrific turn at bat for Curtis, and he's on base for the second time.
Well, as a manager right now, I always hearken to nice hitting down and in by Curtis. I always hearken to the sage advice of Whitey Herzog when he said when he saw that a starting pitcher didn't have it, he wasn't going to let the game get out of hand early. But Mattingly winning the first 2 games in the series, a day game tomorrow, may try to stay with this guy a little longer, but he's in danger of this game just getting out of hand.
But there's another way of looking at it. He's got Zach Greinke going tomorrow.
But he's also another way to look at it. He's got the Giants breathing down their throats. Next.
Here's Tejada, who singled to right center. Giants 3 games out starting play today.
They won.
And the Giants yesterday took over the second wild card spot from the Cubs. Cubs lost again today, so the Giants are now a game and a half in front of the Cubs.
Look at that.
They're in the standings in the West.
9 of their last 10. A lot has to do with their wonderful right fielder, Hunter Pence, red hot.
They're 11-2 since Pence came back from the disabled list. They also got another great performance from Madison Bumgarner today, who won his 11th.
That's the beauty of baseball, is you've got someone like Hunter Pence that hustles and looks so awkward playing the game and is such a good player.
Well, he's an inspirational player for that team.
Yep.
1-1 to Tejada with Murphy on deck, and Ruben takes the pitch low. 2-1.
You know, Gary, there are certain players that make other people around them better. Pete Rose comes to mind. Willie Stargell. I'm going back. I'm not being contemporary. I'll be now. Hunter Pence is one of those, and you cannot quantify or qualify that. It's invaluable. Rose was infectious. His personality made it's just no way. It's going out of your way not just to think of me, I. It's helping young kids. It's setting an example in the field, how your approach to the game on and off the field, but mainly on the field.
Off the plate to Tejada. Well, that's the reputation that Juan Uribe brings with him to the Mets clubhouse. He's got a reputation at age 36 as, one of those guys who makes the other people around him better.
He's supposed to be wonderful in the clubhouse. The Dodgers, you saw him batting practice when he came. He was already out in the field. When the Dodgers took the field, they all came over with big smiles on their faces to say hello to Juan.
Well, I think Terry Collins put it best today. He said that Justin Turner, who was Uribe's teammate before Uribe went to the Braves, that Turner told him that Uribe was the best clubhouse guy he'd ever been around, and that Turner being that himself, that was high praise.
Interesting career. Just an up and down.
Very up and down.
Oh my gosh, he's had terrible years and he's had good years.
He looked like he was done a couple of years after he won the World Series with the White Sox, and then he hooked up with the Giants in 2010 and had a great year and won another ring. Line to center field, and Todd has got another hit. Granderson being waved home. Here comes Peterson's throw to the plate on a hop. Nice tag by Grandal, and they get Granderson. Grandal with a terrific pickup of the short hop. And Granderson out at the plate.
It's all about Peterson. Top of your screen. Look at him come in and charge real quick. Collects, not out of control. Right over the top. It is a short hop. You're right, Gary. Nice play by Grandal. Well, they say this Jock Peterson can go get him. And definitely out.
Got the knee before the foot hit the plate. So that's the second out of the inning. Tejada at first with his second hit of the game, and Murphy takes ball one.
I just, that play right there, it's, the catcher can go get that ball. But I just do not like the no blocking anymore. I do not like that rule. And really, it all started with Buster Posey when he got hurt on the collision. He's clearly out. And it's not Buster's fault, but let the boys play the game.
Murphy pops one up, and Turner waiting for it, and retires the side. Mets get a couple of hits, but a runner thrown out of the plate. It stays 4-0 after 2. dealers and the uncompromised Audi A3 sedan. Sunday on Jets Nation, training camp less than a week away. Why some veterans are already feeling the heat. Plus, will Ryan Fitzpatrick bring out the best in Geno Smith on an all-new Jets Nation? Sunday at 7, only on SNY.
What's your feeling on that, Gary? You think that's going to happen?
Ho hum. Jimmy Rollins leads off the third. Rollins has homered in each of the first 2 games of this series. The last Dodgers shortstop to do that in a game hosted by the Mets, Maury Wills, in 1962 at the Polo Grounds. Wills that year was the National League MVP. That was his 104 stolen base season.
I remember watching that team. The only real true hitter on that ball club was Tommy Davis. What a great hitter he was. Batting champ.
Well, those Dodger teams of the early to mid 60s relied on superior pitching led by Koufax and Drysdale. And we were just talking today about with Cole Hamels no-hitting the Cubs. There's the 1-2, and that just missed inside. The last no-hitter against the Cubs was Koufax's perfect game in 1965. And the pitcher for the Cubs that day, Bob Henley, allowed only 1 hit, a double to Lou Johnson. It's the lowest hit game in the history of Major League Baseball.
Left-hander Bob Henley, if I recall.
The Dodgers often won games that way. Wills would get on, steal a base, ground out, sacrifice fly, and they'd win 1-0.
Junior Gilliam played second and third base for the Dodgers, would hit second. Wills would steal, and Wills was a great track bunter. Davenport would play so deep on the grass, he was able to deaden the ball. He'd steal second. Gilliam would bunt him over. And then a fly ball, ground ball, get him in.
Rollins rolls 1 to second. Kelly Johnson with his first chance. 1 out. Kelly Johnson did not start a game at second base for the Braves this year. He played only one part of 1 game. And in fact, he only started 3 games at second base all of last year. He's been primarily an outfielder, first baseman, a few games at third. But the Mets getting him right in there at second, I think, as much as anything, to see whether he still has the skills there and to see whether that's going to be an option. Because obviously you can play Flores there. You can play Murphy there.
You've got lots of options.
There's Zach Lee. He's going to stay into bat for himself. His first big league at bat.
I think you're definitely going to see from Johnson and Uribe. They'll be platooned.
Lee skies 1 to deep right center. Neuenhuis back in the gap to the warning track, runs it down. Well, Zach Lee hasn't pitched very well, but he put a sock into that ball. His first big league plate appearance, and he hit it to the warning track for the second out.
Well, Neuenhuis can play all 3 outfield positions and play them extremely well. He is a very gifted athlete. He can go get them. Eye on the ball. Beautiful. That's a great shot right there.
Looking into the glove, finding the wall.
Our cameraman here, I tell you what, except for Al, they're A1.
You always give Al a hard time because he's the closest proximity.
He just sits there and shoots down the field. Doesn't do anything, really.
John Peterson takes his big cut and misses. Why don't you go try handling that camera?
No, I won't. I remember Bill Webb saying that was it Al camera 2 or camera 1?
2.
2. Al Webb said that's the most important one.
Well, he's the guy who covers the whole field.
I am not an expert on directing or producing, so I stay out of the truck.
I love how Al dresses up for every game. Harvey struck Peterson out his first time up. That's line into right center, and the Dodgers have their first hit. Neuenhuis tracks it down. Peterson's going to try for 2. The throw from Neuenhuis, and he is out at second base.
Wow.
Down by 4 runs. Peterson pushing the envelope, and Neuenhuis, second fine play of the inning, guns him down, trying to stretch.
Well, poor choice, Gary, when you're down 4 runs.
8-6 on the putout. Peterson tried to avoid the tag. Tejada might have got spiked a little bit. taking a hard shot to the shin.
Well, his knee, you see how it stiffens out a little bit too. Might have been a little right side right there. Gets kneed. A little, hey.
Slowly off the field, but went down the tunnel with Ray Ramirez, got a little treatment, and right back and ready to go. Kelly Johnson leads off his second at bat, takes the curveball high from Zach Lee. Johnson first at bat as a Met, singled to center field and scored a run in the first inning. Kelly started about half the games for the Braves this year, 48 starts. Number 55, which is not really a position player's number, more of a pitcher's number.
It's a coach's number.
Well, Pedro Feliciano wore it for a number of years, but back in 1999, Orel Hershiser wore that number as a Met, as he did as a Dodger. Of course, Orel's here tonight with Dodger TV.
Don Drysdale.
That's right.
53.
53. Of course, Hershiser will be a very interested spectator tomorrow when Zach Greinke looks to extend his scoreless inning streak as he tries to run down Orel's record. 3-2 to Johnson. Bouncing ball. Easy for Kendrick. 1 out.
There he is.
Mr. Hershiser, the former Dodger and Met.
And that's Nomar Garciaparra. They're part of the television team with Charlie Steiner over there in Dodger Land.
For the road games, as opposed to the one-man band.
Oh, well, yeah, that's right, Vinny.
Mr. Scully in his 66th season.
Is he a terrific guy, Vin, or what?
Is
Gosh almighty.
Off the chart.
I didn't get to L.A. this year due to scheduling, and I missed Vin. But the 2 years ago when I was there, I had around, before a game, I had around a 45-minute conversation with Vince, and I just loved every minute of it, talking about the old baseball.
Well, I mean, think about this. Scully does the home games, and I think he only does the Giants games in San Francisco. A nice backhand play by Kendrick and a good scoop by Gonzalez to get Duda for the second out. So he does all the home games, and he does the games in San Francisco and San Diego. I don't think he travels any further than that anymore. But when he misses games, when the Dodgers play road games, it takes 3 guys to replace him.
That's true. And remember one thing, what's great about the West Coast, you can watch the Dodgers at night game. It's a 4 o'clock start. Game's over at 7 normally on the West Coast. Dinner hour. Doesn't interrupt your day.
You know who that's great for? It's great for the radio guys. They got everybody in their cars during rush hour. Curveball in for a strike to Conforto.
Football.
That's how Ben became so big out in Los Angeles, because he was doing radio at the beginning of the Dodgers' tenure out there, and all those East Coast games were on during drive time.
He told me when they came over in the late 50s, he said he had a hard time getting used to Los Angeles. I thought, you remember, you just forget that L.A. was not that large then.
Conforto lines one down the line. He's got himself another base hit. He'll take a turn and head for second as Ethier had a little trouble along the sidewall, and Conforto, who had an infield hit for his first big league hit, hits that one with authority.
Well, very good compact line drive swing. This is what I saw in spring training. Cutter turned on it. Very nice. Good balance. I really like this guy. Almost a Carl Yastrzemski follow through there. We won't go that far yet.
He hesitated coming around first and then turned on the Jets, which made me think maybe they would score that a single and an error, but it looks like they've scored it a double. And there's his dad, Mike Conforto.
Mike Conforto played for Joe Paterno at Penn State football program.
Well, Michael Conforto has some great bloodlines. His dad, great college football player, and his mom, a gold medal synchronized swimmer.
Dad was
won a couple of medals in the '84 Olympics.
That's right. Dad was a linebacker, correct?
Yes, he was. At linebacker U.
You're right.
Nieuwenhuis drove in a couple of runs with a squirting single his first time up, and he hits that one sharply into right center, a base hit. Conforto got a great break. He'll score easily. Third RBI of the night for Kirk Nieuwenhuis, and the Mets now lead 5-0. So Kirk is 2 for 2.
Lazy breaking ball, nicely done. I think Mattingly may just, with tomorrow's day game, if it gets further out of hand, he might get his secondary people in this game.
I'm telling you, I'm shocked because they've got Greinke tomorrow, who you figure is going to pitch deep. Then they got an off day on Monday. He's basically sacrificing this game and not getting anybody up in the bullpen.
You're right. Okay, what did he do? He used 4 of his bullpen last night. Got a complete game the first night from Kershaw, of course.
Right.
So his bullpen's not taxed. Nicasio threw the most. Inning and a third. So he hasn't used a left-hander, his big left-hander yet. How?
Or Jansen is closer. You know, and again, he has every reason to think he'll only need the last couple of guys in his bullpen tomorrow. I mean, you never know. I mean, Greinke could have a bad day. But then with an off day on Monday. But he's got his team in first place and obviously feels comfortable leaving Zach Lee out there to take the punishment tonight. And Plawecki takes a curveball for a strike. Lee, by the way, is the 14th different starter that the Dodgers have used this year. They've got those 2, and then there's a dozen others who have taken the mound to start games for LA. It's the most starting pitchers the Dodgers have used in any season since 1952. And it's only July.
That's right. Earlier last night it was in 64, correct?
Right. Last night was Ian Thomas's first start. He was the 13th. Zach Lee is now the 14th different starting pitcher. And you know, there are so many big name starters on the trade market. Now 6 days before the trading deadline, you have to figure the Dodgers are going to pick up at least one and maybe more. Well, Plawecki takes strike 3 called, and that'll do it for the Mets in the third. Second strikeout for Zach Lee. Mets add a run on Nieuwenhuis's third RBI of the night. It's 5-0 New York. Motion is brought to you by your Mercedes-Benz Tri-State dealers. Visit them on the web at searchmercedes.com. As the deadline approaches, get up to the minute info on all the latest Mets trade news and rumors, plus a complete breakdown of tonight's Mets-Dodgers game on Mets blog, presented by Citi, part of the SNY.TV blog network. Tonight's Verizon trivia question: which two players hold the record for the most grand slams in a season? Howie Kendrick grounds the ball to shortstop. Tejada makes the play. 1 pitch and 1 out for Harvey in the 4th. Well, I can tell you that one of them's in the ballpark tonight. You know that one? Grand slams in a season?
No, I don't.
I think the record is 5, right? 6.
That's 6 swings and 24 ribeyes.
Yeah.
That's a quarter of the way to 100. Nice work.
Well, your teammates have to get on base for you.
Yep.
Provide you with the opportunity. Justin Turner drew a walk his first time up. And takes a knee-high strike. Well, Justin Turner hitting .367 against right-handed pitching, the best in the National League, presented by DraftKings. Play daily fantasy baseball for free on DraftKings.com. Enter promo code NYM for free entry.
And struggling against left-handers. Justin, go figure. They got to get the Los Angeles written across that uniform. Come on, guys. The city of the Angels.
Maybe they don't want to be confused with the Angels, who call themselves Los Angeles, even though they're nowhere near Los Angeles.
What was the one they said? Was it Anaheim of Los Angeles or Los Angeles?
It used to be Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
Yes, that was ridiculous.
Of course, these are the Los Angeles Dodgers of Los Angeles. Just off the corner, and it's 2-2 to Turner with Gonzalez on deck.
Anaheim, of course, is down south.
It's 40 miles away.
It's in what's the name of the county? Gosh darn it.
Orange County.
Orange County, right.
Out to right field, and Granderson over near the line. 2 out. I mean, people compare it to the Jets and Giants calling themselves New York, but they're only, 6 miles from Manhattan, if that. And the Angels are nowhere near Los Angeles.
Nowhere near. And my brother, when I was with the Cardinals, used to live down in Newport Beach, a little beach bungalow. That was fun. I'd stay there. Oh, I could tell you some stories.
I bet you could.
It's a long ride to Dodger Stadium.
I don't think you can tell those stories on the air, though. Gonzalez grounded out to third base his first time. Interesting, the Mets play almost straight up on the infield against Adrian Gonzalez, which is different from virtually every big left-hand slugger in the game, because Gonzalez is such an all-field hitter.
And also pretty much straight up, Gary, in the outfield. Neuenhuis is dead central.
Well, we've seen Gonzalez hit the ball out to left field enough to know that his power goes line to line. He was the first overall draft pick in 2000, taken by the Marlins. Took him a while to figure it out. Went to Texas. Wasn't until he got to San Diego, back home for him, that he finally hit his stride as a big leaguer. What a great player he's been.
Well, Matt is throwing very hard. This is really the crispest. Crisp, most crisp I've seen. That's it, most. He's very crisp, Gary.
Super crisp. Toward the hole, and that sneaks through for a base hit. So Gonzalez, with the Mets not playing the shift, hits a ground ball that probably would have been an out had they been playing the shift. So it goes. There's your average fastball velocity in the National League this year. The Mets have 3 of the top 5 starting pitchers on that list.
And not surprised that Syndergaard's numero uno.
Our pitchers of the week brought to you by East Coast Power and Gas.
Appropriate sponsor there.
Niche marketing. Ethier fly to left his first time up. Good looking fastball by Harvey. 0-1.
Isn't it amazing how the really good hitters get their base hits off the good pitchers? They'll get their one. Gonzalez right there off a very tough Matt Harvey. They find a way to get the knock. One a day keeps the doctor away.
Well, we've seen plenty of players who build up their numbers against bad pitching.
Yep.
And then have a really rough time against the good pitchers.
Well, the good pitchers are going to get you out. You may, I mean, you can't say that that's etched in stone. There might be a great pitcher that you just wear out, and a mediocre pitcher that gets you out.
Ether takes one in the dirt. 1-2. Well, this is a rarity for Harvey. He's had so many games in his career where he's gotten little or no run support. You know, this is his 55th big league start. In 26 of his first 54, he's allowed 1 run or less. And he only has 20 big league wins. So it'll tell you how little run support he's gotten over his tenure in the majors. That's hit to center field. Neuenhuis edging back. Has room. Side retired. 4 scoreless innings for Matt Harvey. Time for a snack. Oh, Al would love that. Al would eat just about anything. Zach Greinke will pitch his first game as a dad tomorrow. Final game of the series. That'll be on Pix 11. And with Greinke going up against Jacob deGrom, a rare meeting of the pitchers who are number 1 and 2 in the National League in earned run average.
Hey, I love great pitching matchups. Saw enough of Koufax and Marichal, Drysdale, Gaylord Perry,
Gibson, Seaver.
Yo, the best.
2-2 to Harvey, who struck out his first time.
I actually go back so far. I saw Warren Spahn pitch as a Brave when I was a young lass.
I saw Warren Spahn pitch as a Met right at the end of his career. 2-2 off the plate. 3-2. Curtis Granderson on deck. Ruben Tejada to follow. Mets have put up 5 runs and 9 hits over the first 3 innings. They had 9 hits combined the first 2 games of the series. Beating up on young Zach Lee, making his major league debut and being left in there to take a pounding. That's it toward the hole, but cut off by Turner. And he throws out Harvey one way.
I love that story that Ron told us, and told the folks on the air too. That one game he was getting beat up, and Davey Johnson came out to the mound and told Ron, "See the bullpen? Nobody up." You're going to have to figure it out, son. You got to. I'm not taking you out of this one. Walked away. Ron figured it out. I love that story.
I just wonder, Zach Lee is considered a prospect for the Dodgers. They expect him to be a contributor down the road. If you leave a kid in to take a real pounding, does it hurt his confidence? Does it mute his development going forward?
The other side of the story is this. Remember, and Ronnie always said this, that Whitey told me you can always find an arm, because Whitey could go through a bullpen. Because you can always go down to AAA, Keith, and you can get another arm. So this might be a sacrifice game right here. They're down early. We'll play for tomorrow.
Now, I'm just talking about the long-term effects on a kid who was a first-round draft pick and highly regarded.
Well, I'm not going to be cruel on the air here, but there's not a whole lot of velocity here, and it's pretty straight with his fastball. If you're a guy throwing 89, 88, you better have some movement on your fastball. You just can't throw darts up there. Not in the big leagues. It's going to be a tough road to hoe.
3-2 to Granderson, and he punches it foul. Zach Lee was a first-round draft pick the same year that Matt Harvey was. Harvey was the number 7 overall pick in the draft, and Lee went 28th. He came out of high school while Harvey came out of college. And facing each other tonight. Into the shift. Kendrick comes to get it and throws out Granderson, 2 out. So Lee has a chance for his first 1-2-3 inning of the night. Now Ruben Tejada, who already has 2 hits tonight.
What's Ruben's batting average creeping up on the board? 261 on the rise.
5 multiple hit games in his last 9.
He has really played well and really with purpose. Focus, Gary. Purpose, focus, and Ruben's a very easygoing guy with as much intensity as his personality can bring forth. Haven't seen this since that rookie year.
It's so funny how things develop over the course of a long baseball season. When the year began, Ruben Tejada was the one guy that management wanted to have nothing to do with. They did not want him to be a regular player. He was going to be a utility guy. He had spent all of his capital. Now he's in this more crowded infield, the one guy who's not going to come out.
Yep. Well, he's in the doghouse. He was in the serious doghouse.
Sure, because they thought he was out of shape. They thought he wasn't working hard enough.
It all goes to show short memories. What have you done for me lately?
But it also shows how important defense is.
Yes.
And the Mets struggled for 2 months with their infield defense because they were just bullheaded about playing Wilmer Flores at shortstop, and they cost them game after game. And finally, they relented and reconfigured their infield so they could catch the ball better, and they played much better since. Tejada strikes out. 3rd strikeout for Zach Lee. A 1-2-3 inning for the rookie right-hander, his first. 5-0 Mets after 4.
has earned his money for the whole year. Here's the pitch on the way. Line drive caught. The game is over. The Mets win it. A line drive to Mario Diaz. And the Mets win the ball game. They win the damn thing by a score of 10-9. And win it on a line drive to hit the ball. Oh, wow.
That was 25 years ago today. The game that Bob Murphy referred to as the damn thing.
A line drive.
Mets had a 10-3 lead going to the bottom of the ninth. Wally Whitehurst was on the mound. He gave up about, 8 ground ball AstroTurf hits. And the Phillies scored 6 runs. Grandal hits one out to center field. And Neuenhuis ranges over to get it. John Franco comes in. Bases loaded. 10-9. Tommy Herr hits the first hard hit ball of the inning, a line drive to Mario Diaz to end it, and Murph inimitably described it that way. And that was me chuckling in the background as he did.
I love Mo Murph. I can't tell you how many times I came in after a game, a night game, and I'd saunter back towards to get to the elevator and go to my room, usually around 1, 2 o'clock, and there'd be Murph up against on a stool. And I'd sit back and I'd stop by and I'd have a little chat with him, have a beer with him. What a great guy.
He was one of a kind. 42 years as a Mets broadcaster. I went to Crawford, and I had the distinct honor of working with him for 15 of those years.
He got into my bedtime sleep, you know, sometimes. I couldn't do it on a day game the next day.
0-2 to Carl Crawford. And he punches one out to right. Easy for Granderson. And Harvey has the first 2 outs of the 5th. So Matt Harvey having a nice bounce back night after giving up 5 runs in the first 3 innings in Washington on Monday. He's given up just 2 singles so far tonight. Got plenty of run support early as you look at your Land Rover 5th inning recap. Michael Conforto, first 2 career hits, an infield single, and then a double down the right field line. Kirk Neuenhuis has driven in 3 runs. Kelly Johnson had a hit in his first at bat as a Met. It's all gone right for the Mets tonight. Jimmy Rollins down in the count, 0-1.
Matt's been pretty much airing out the fastball, predominantly good location, throwing hard. And a couple breaking balls that he's thrown have been real crisp. That's the motif tonight. Crispy.
Like super sugar crisp. Rollins hits one down the right field line, back toward the corner. Granderson near the wall, and it's out of here. Rollins has done it again. He's homered in all 3 games of this series, and he puts the Dodgers on the board. 11 home runs on the year, 33 in his career against the Mets. And there's just no let-up from Jimmy Rollins.
Boy, the Mets probably should have traded for him. He likes playing here. My goodness. Down and in slider. Not a bad pitch, folks. This is good location, but lefties like that ball down and in. Well, didn't break as sharp as he's kind of left it there, a little flat.
Second time Rollins is homered against Matt Harvey in 18 career at bats. Now Zach Lee trying to bunt his way on. It's 0-2. In fact, Jimmy Rollins just became the first player ever to hit 2 career home runs against Matt Harvey. Nobody else has had more than 1.
He won't be the last.
Johnson hurries in, throws out Lee, side retired. Dodgers get on the board on the Jimmy Rollins home run, his 3rd of the series. Here's the great Bob Murphy on the left. Winning Zach Brown Band Friday, August 21st and Saturday, August 22nd as part of their Jekyll and Hyde World Tour. Purchase your tickets at Mets.com/ZBB. Daniel Murphy will lead off for the Mets in the bottom of the 5th. Let's check in with Steve Gelb. Steve?
Well, watch when Daniel Murphy is up at the plate here as he awaits the pitch. You'll see both of his arms, especially his back one, moving almost as if a duck is flapping his wings. It's something that Murphy started when he was in high school. The basic gist behind it was a body in motion stays in motion, helps him get in rhythm for the swing. Now, Murphy doesn't know how this habit developed over time. He doesn't know if it's changed at all because, interestingly enough, Murphy doesn't watch video of himself, something that a lot of guys do nowadays. And the way that he described why he doesn't do that is, take, for instance, Zach Greinke tomorrow. He said, I don't want to look at the last time I faced Greinke because I feel very different at the plate now than I did that last time. I'd rather look at Greinke's last start, what he did against a lefty, just focus on the pitcher and go up there and do my thing.
It's a very good point right there. You should know, Steve, as a hitter, as Murph grounds out to third base, how the pitcher pitches you. If you want to get any kind of a hint or an edge, you watch how he pitches all the other left-hand hitters, and particularly the left-hand hitters that have the same style as you. So if you're a home run hitter, then you watch how he pitches an Adrian Gonzalez, who's a long ball hitter. If you're a line drive hitter, you would look, I'm trying to think, I can't think off the top of my head right now, a line drive hitting left-hander. I mean, as far as him making the flapping of the wings like a duck, I mean, the most accentuated one was Joe Morgan.
Right.
To do the big back elbow.
His left arm. Johnson hits it deep down the right field line, headed back toward the pole. That ball is out of here. Kelly Johnson. His 10th home run of the year. He homers in his first game as a Met. And it's 6-1 New York. Well, Kelly Johnson brought here to try and spark the Mets offense, plugged into the cleanup spot, and he hits one of the Pepsi porch in his first game.
He's got pop, down and in hitter, pretty much the same pitch that Rollins hit off Harvey. Breaking ball, down and in. And boy, that makes you feel good. A new audience, new home fans, make a splash. And beautiful. That's a bomb too. That was up in the second tank.
Duda hits a hot shot down to first, and Gonzalez will make the play himself for the second out. Well, Kelly Johnson wearing his 8th different major league uniform and makes himself at home at Citi Field.
Now, for some reason, left-handers love to drop the barrel down there. And there it is right there, and boom. Nice.
We were talking last night about players who had homered in their Mets debut. Kelly Johnson adds himself to that list, and that Mets home run means $2,000 for an NYC community partner, courtesy of Citi. Now Michael Conforto, who's already 2 for 2 tonight, went 0 for 3 last night in his debut, got his first big league hit and drove in a run with an infield single in the first, then doubled down the right field line and scored in the third. And he hits it out to center field, chasing Peterson back. He gets turned around. It's over his head, up against the wall. Conforto to second, takes the turn and holds on there with his second double and his third hit of the night. And Dad loving every minute of it.
That man right there is loving every minute of it. This takes all the pressure off. Got your first hit. Got your first RBI in your first game last night. Took a caller.
He was thinking triple too.
Yes, he was. And that's the swing I saw in spring training, Gary. This kid is a hitter. I can't think of any other adjective or what would that be? He's a hitter. He's a hitter. Come on, do the.
He's a hitter.
Call the bullpen. Skip it.
He's a hitter.
Yes, thank you.
That'll be all for Zach Lee. 6-1 Mets in the 5th. Call to the bullpen brought to you by Verizon. Will come on in relief for the Dodgers.
Dodgers picked him up on July 8th. It was his first time he made a major league appearance. 2 days later on the 10th. It was his first appearance since 2007, also with the Dodgers.
First came up with the Rockies in 2003. Now 34 years old. Zach Leet getting cuffed around in his big league debut. He's out. Michael Conforto 3 hits in his second big league game. Kirk Neuenhuis has 3 runs batted in tonight. And he's got Conforto at second with 2 out. Dahl thinking about throwing behind Conforto, but held on. Neuenhuis snuck one through the hole on the left side to drive in 2 in the first inning, and then he stroked one into center field for a run-scoring hit in the 3rd. That saw Chinwei Sao as a Rocky way back in 2003. And the most memorable piece about that is that Sao had the only hit in a Steve Traxel one-hitter in that year in 2003. A 6th inning double. Throwing harder now than he ever has in his career. He's averaged just under 94 with his fastball. 2-1 to Neuenhuis. That's now with 11 hits on the night. .94-mile-an-hour fastball from Sal.
Well, tough day at the office. Not an auspicious debut for young Zach Lee.
Now the 2-2. Yeah, the off-speed pitch misses 3-2. Chinwei Sao was playing in the Chinese Professional Baseball League for the Brother Elephants and had not pitched at all since 2010 until he was invited to spring training this year with the Dodgers. So he has made a rather remarkable comeback to the major leagues. 3-2. That's yanked down to first. A base hit down the right field line. Neuenhuis has his 3rd hit of the game. Conforto comes in to score. A 4 RBI night for Neuenhuis, and it's 7-1 New York.
Well, Neuenhuis making a bid, and we missed under the radar screen here with Lagares having some struggles at the plate. This could be a platoon in center field. I mean, Terry Collins said in the pregame press conference that he was going to play the guys who were hitting.
Well, Neuenhuis, who had a 3-home run game here in the last series the Mets played at Citi Field, has a 3-hit, 4 RBI night tonight. Conforto scores his second run of the game, and the Mets have themselves a field day. Now Plawecki will be walked intentionally, and they'll pitch to Matt Harvey instead. So the book is now closed on Zach Lee. He goes 4 2/3, allows 7 runs, 11 hits, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, and a home run in his major league debut.
And the recipient of all this offensive explosion is that man in the on-deck circle.
There's ball 4 to Plawecki.
There he is. Mr. Harvey.
That has struck out and grounded out tonight, 0 for 2. Well, we've said it often this year, when the Mets score 4 runs, they've been almost unbeatable, 35-5. When they score at least 6 runs, they have been unbeatable. They're 19-0 when they score 6 or more runs this year.
I think that most teams, when they score 6 runs, are going to win.
Rounded over the bag. That's a fair ball going down the line. Neuenhuis will score. Plawecki to third. He'll be held up there. Harvey pulls into second with an RBI double. 8-1 New York.
That ball was off the plate inside, and Matt turns on it. So,
well, Mott offensively got left behind a little bit by some of his cohorts, so he's starting to catch up. 5 RBIs in his last 3 starts.
The hit parade here, 13 hits.
I think we almost got a smile out of Matt. I'm not sure we've ever seen that on a baseball field.
I like it when Matt smiles.
Granderson, the 8th man up in the inning. That's now with 8 runs and 13 hits. So here are Kirk Neuenhuis's numbers in his last 2 starts at Citi Field. 6 for 7 with 3 home runs and 8 RBIs.
What a journey it's been for Kirk, and you don't know how the rest of the season's going to unfold for him. But this was a guy that was down and out, and it's a nice thing to see.
Designated for assignment, traded for a handful of cash, claimed back on waivers. Granderson pulls one, that'll go foul. And he was an afterthought, but got another chance. Brought up when the Mets sent down Daryl Siciliani, and he has reclaimed a spot of some importance now. And again, this is a day that this entire team, all the position players, were put on notice by Terry Collins that you better produce or you're not going to play. Now the Mets have more options if a guy doesn't produce.
Right.
And coincidence or not, the Mets have come out raking tonight. Plawecki at third, Harvey at second, and 2 down. And Granderson hits one out to center. Peterson coming on to get it, and that retires the side. But the Mets put up a 3 spot in the bottom of the 5th. Kelly Johnson in his first game as a Met hits a curveball up in the Pepsi porch. That's the way to introduce yourself to your new team. Hernandez caught the no-hitter, his 4th. New York Mets baseball on SNY, brought to you by Wise Snacks. Wise and the Mets have teamed up to give fans a chance to win amazing prizes like free Wise Snacks, Mets experiences, and more. Play now at windupandwin.com. The only other catcher to catch 4 no-hitters is Jason Varitek. Ruiz caught the 2 that Halladay threw, the one in the postseason included, and then he caught the combination no-hitter last year that Hamill started, and now Hamill's no-hitter today. I know that Don Cardwell is the only pitcher ever to throw a no-hitter in his first game for his new team. Has anybody ever thrown a no-hitter in their last game for their old team?
I don't know.
I mean, there's every chance that that was Hamill's last start as a Philly. Certainly everybody's expecting him to be traded. Now, he could make one more start for them before the trading deadline. You know what I mean?
I see where you're going with that.
Jock Peterson 1 for 2. And he jumps back from the fastball. Well, it's been no contest in tonight's People's United Bank starting pitchers. Matt Harvey, 1 run, 3 hits over 5 innings. Zach Lee in his debut got hammered. Peterson hooks one down the right field line, headed toward the corner. That ball is out of here. Second home run Harvey's allowed tonight, the 21st of the year for Jock Peterson. And now it's 8-2 New York.
16th home run given up this year by Matt. Remember, he got off to a really early in the year, gave up a lot of home runs. That is also the 13th home run of his 16 given up to lefties.
Change up from Matt. Well, Peterson ends a home run drought for himself.
That might have been. I saw a circle on that ball. I thought it.
Kendrick hits a slow roller. Tejada charging. And that's the first out of the inning. Jock Peterson's last home run came June 29th, so he had gone almost a month without hitting one out, home run derby aside. And now has his 21st in his rookie season. So now Justin Turner, who's walked and flied to right, 0 for 1. Adrian Gonzalez on deck. Matt has kept his pitch count very reasonable tonight. Not walking people the way he has recently. Matt has walked only 1 tonight, and that was Turner in the first inning. He had walked 4 or more each of his last 3 starts. You know the last guy to walk 4 or more in 3 straight starts for the Mets? Ollie.
Oh, well.
In 2010. Oliver Perez. I don't know in what world we'd ever put Matt Harvey and Oliver Perez in the same sentence before.
What galaxy?
Turner lays off the slider, and it's 3-1. Jock Peterson had gone 79 at bats since his last home run. A guy who was up there looking to hit home runs, and he's getting a snack.
What's he
them.
doing? I have never seen that.
Well, some guys go for energy bars. He's going for.
Are you kidding?
I don't know. What's he got there? A little coffee ice cream?
Wow.
Maybe some oatmeal? It's hard to tell.
Are you kidding? Picnic. Little steak, medium rare. Strike 3. That's where you got to pitch Turner. Inside when you got a 98-mile-an-hour gas attack.
Only the 3rd strikeout of the night for Matt. Struck out 2 in the first 2 innings, and this is his first since.
Got him in. Big leg kick from Turner, always.
So 2 out and nobody on after the Peterson home run. Now Adrian Gonzalez is grounded out and single to right, 1 for 2. We mentioned Travis d'Arnaud finally got to start his rehab assignment tonight for Binghamton after being rained out in St. Lucie 2 days in a row. Travis caught 5 innings, went 1 for 3. So at least his rehab is underway now. Down the left field line, slicing toward the crowd, a foul ball. And Terry Collins was asked tonight how long it should take d'Arnaud, how many at-bats he needs, and he said it's not about a number of at-bats. It's not about what numbers he puts up down there. It's a matter of whether he's ready, whether he's in the groove, ready to catch 9 innings, hitting the ball with authority. That's when he'll be back. And the Mets could certainly use Travis d'Arnaud's bat, and more importantly, his health, which has been elusive.
Oh, the last injury was so unfortunate. The tag at home plate, hyperextension of the arm, basically got kicked on the tag. But Plawecki's done a nice job filling in.
Toward the middle of the diamond, Johnson ranging over, throws out Gonzalez, side retired. Jock Peterson hits a home run, but Harvey gets the next 3. Mets have a 6-run lead in the 6th. Use hashtag SNY Data Strong Fan, and you might see yourself in an upcoming broadcast brought to you by T-Mobile. Ruben Tejada leads off for the Mets in the home 6th against Chinwei Sao. And takes a fastball for a strike. Ruben 2 for 3 tonight, singled twice, scored a run. Mets scored 4 in the 1st, 1 in the 3rd, 3 in the 5th. 7 of the 8 runs charged to the starter Zach Lee in his major league debut. And Ruben has his 3rd hit of the night. I'm telling you, this looks like 2012 Ruben Tejada.
Well, he's hitting line drives, Gary, not hitting the ball in the air. He's always got a long swing, but he stayed level. Focus on the top half of the ball. He's not a home run hitter by any stretch of the imagination.
Got seduced by hitting a few home runs last year. You don't want that from your little guys. So the Mets now have their 14th hit of the game. And now Murphy, who's 1 for 3, drove him the first Met run with a single in the opening inning.
So we're seeing a big Achilles heel of the Dodgers, folks, here. The big 1-2. We mentioned the first game of the series, the best 1-2 punch of anybody's rotation, Kershaw and Greinke, who's pitching tomorrow, by the way. And their bullpen, very suspect if you get before their big 2.
Right, they've got a 1-2 punch with their starters and a 1-2 punch at the end of the game. Murphy hits one to deep right center field. Peterson back to the warning track near the wall. It's out of here! Daniel Murphy with a 2-run homer, his 6th of the year, and the Mets are pouring it on. It's 10-2 New York.
When have we seen this kind of an offensive outburst from this ballpark? How long has it been?
Well, we saw a bunch of home runs against Arizona the last series before the All-Star break, but we haven't seen the kind of hitting we've seen tonight. Mets with 15 hits tonight, one shy of a season high.
Can we say overdue?
Kelly Johnson in his Mets debut has helped spark the outburst.
Right down the pipe and down. Beautiful balance by Murph.
Well, the Mets have called in reinforcements the last couple of days. That has helped. Some competition within the ball club. That might help. Kelly Johnson contributing in his first game, 2 for 3, including a home run in the Pepsi Porches last time up. Good changeup by Sal when it's 1-2. Conforto comes in yesterday, drives in a run, goes 3 for 3 today.
Yep. Conforto's the one I got my eye on.
Bouncing ball for Rollins to play. And that's the first out of the inning.
I mean, Conforto we loved in spring training. He's the unknown. We know about Uribe. We know about Kelly Johnson. They've been around long enough. But Conforto's the one we don't know about. How good is he going to be?
Those are the 5 most recent players to hit a home run in their first game as a Met. Teagardin hit a grand slam. Cowgill opening day in 13 hit a grand slam.
Right.
Jacobs hit one as a pinch hitter, and Carlos Beltran hit one in his first game as a Met.
Well, the Dodgers are going to have to watch out. They got the Giants 2. They won today, 2 back. Now I'm sure that this, well, you never know. It's a crazy game, but odds are the Mets are going to win this one. Dodgers are going to have a 2-game bulge over the Giants.
Daniel Murphy's home run means $4,000 for City Community Home Runs.
Nice.
Murphy is one of 5 Mets with multiple hit games tonight. Conforto has 3 hits. Neuenheis has 3 hits. Duda has been left behind. 0 for 3. He's hit 2 balls hard tonight.
Everybody's gotten a base hit except Plawecki and Duda. Even Harvey's on the hit board.
To Lucas. Well, I think watching the Dodgers tonight makes it that much more likely they're going to make significant moves for pitching. I would not be surprised if they brought in a frontline starter and a frontline reliever before the trading deadline.
And the highest paid salary in baseball,
$271 million on opening day.
Not an object. So
Duda hits one deep to right field. That goes Ethier near the wall. It's out of here. Lucas Duda adds to the home run parade. His 13th of the year, and it's 11-2.
well. They are just lighting it up. Towards the end of the bat, Duda is so strong.
First home run since the All-Star break for Duda. His 13th. So in the last 2 innings, Johnson, Murphy, Duda have all gone deep in a span of 10 batters. And now Michael Conforto, who's already 3 for 3 in his second big league game. And the Dodgers are going to shift against him now. He's got a single and 2 doubles.
How can you do this? I mean, I know you scout him in the AAA and the minor leagues. Please, he's in AA. Give me a break. Here's the home run, backdoor slider, and not much, maybe broke a half-inch at most.
You know what was different about that home run for Lucas? Conforto takes inside. Each of his first 12 home runs came on the first 3 pitches of an at-bat. That one came on the 6th pitch of the at-bat to Duda. So take that for what you will. Now it's 3-1 to Conforto.
I mean, it seems to me if you're going to configure your defense to a rookie like this, and you're going to pitch him in and play him the pull, and they haven't been doing that.
And that's a strike, borderline 3-2. Chinwe Sao came in relief of Zach Lee, and he has poured gasoline on it.
Oh. Supply depot.
He's given up 5 hits in less than an inning of work. 2 doubles, a single, and 2 home runs. Mets now have 16 hits for the night, which matches their season high. They had 16 against the Brewers back in May. The 11 runs, their second highest total of the year. They had 14 runs in that same game against Milwaukee. So the Mets breaking out in a big way tonight against second-line Dodger pitching. 3-2 to Conforto with Neuenhuis on deck.
Good cut right there. Up and in fastball, fought it off. Very nice. They want to come in, and it's up and in, and look at him. It stays in the at bat. Very nice.
He's 22 years old, 2-time Pac-12 Player of the Year at Oregon State. Mets first-round pick last year and fast-tracked. And in his second big league game, showing why. And he lines that one for his 4th hit of the night. Well, they shifted on him, and he took it the other way. 4 for 4 for Michael Conforto.
This is what I saw in spring. This is what's most impressive, and I hope they don't tell this kid too quick he's got to hit home runs. Leave him alone. Let him hit line drives. He'll learn to pull. That's sweet hitting. There's your 3rd hitter. Beautiful.
Well, he certainly has gotten his feet wet in a hurry. Went 0 for 3 last night in his debut. 4 for 4 tonight. Josh Raven up in the Dodger bullpen as Chinwe Sao is just getting strafed in relief. Mets now with a season-high 17 hits, and Conforto has 4 of them. 2 singles, 2 doubles, an RBI, 2 runs scored. Kirk Neuenhuis having a night of his own. 3 for 3, 4 runs batted in. Rick Honeycutt taking an eternity at the mound, and the home plate umpire Jim Reynolds letting him talk for an extra long time to get Raven some time in the bullpen.
Well, this might be a game now where with a day game tomorrow that dramatically might just get in as extra players.
I've got an interesting question for you on the other side. Mets now with a huge lead. There's Neuenhuis. They're trying to protect Matt Harvey's innings. They're not going with a 6-man rotation right now, only 5. Would you pull Harvey at this point after 6?
How many pitches?
He's thrown 81.
I'd let him get his normal pitches here. He's got to get a rhythm here.
I'm just asking because they're so concerned about innings limits, and they're not talking about pitch limits. They're talking about innings. So in a game where it's lopsided, I feel pretty confident you could bring anybody in to get the last 9 outs. Would you take him out to try and get him more innings later?
I would not. I think he's had a tough time, a little bit of command problems. And this game he's been very sharp. And this is a start to build on. Let him throw. And okay, I'll accept 100 pitches. You want to get him out, get him out. He's had Tommy John.
So probably one more inning. And Sal really having a big problem here.
Well, he's getting shellacked.
He's faced 9 batters. He's given up 6 hits, including 2 home runs, and only gotten 2 outs. Neuenhuis rockets one down the line, and that goes foul.
I'll tell you what, I put some body armor out there, but it was a Dodger uniform. The Mets are just all over it.
Gonzalez playing behind Conforto at first now. And Neuenhuis, it's another one into right field for a base hit. His 4th hit of the night.
Jeez.
So the 6 and 7 hitters, Conforto and Neuenhuis, have combined to go 8 for 8. 4 hits for Conforto, 4 hits for Neuenhuis.
Just another hanging slide ball, nothing on it.
Well, Chinwe Sal's looking like a pitcher who didn't pitch for 5 years.
He's looking like a pitcher that pitched in China.
Well, that's 18 Met hits now, and that's going to be all for Sal. Don Mattingly has seen enough of that, and he'll bring Josh Raven into the game. So Sal will exit after just 2/3 of an inning, and Mattingly will make a double switch. Mets up 11-2 in the 6th. We'll be right back. Get a good performance from Matt, and maybe a little run support. How about a lot of run support? Michael Conforto's 2nd big league game, a 4-hit night. Kirk Neuenhuis, a 4-hit night. Kelly Johnson, a home run in his first game as a Met. Lucas Duda, his first home run since the All-Star break. And Harvey and the Mets have been all smiles tonight. An 11-2 lead in the bottom of the 6th.
Well, I have not seen balls hit this hard in a while from anybody.
Austin Barnes will come into catch. He'll bat 9th. Yasmani Grandal moves from catcher to first base. And the new pitcher is Josh Raven. whom we saw in the game last night.
Yes, Raven had a clean inning. Pitched the 9th inning, as a matter of fact. Wow, Sowell just really got lit up. That's as lit up I've seen someone get in a long time.
By the way, Michael Conforto is the first Met ever to have 4 hits in one of his first 2 major league games. He might have a chance for 5. Here's Kevin Plawecki, and he fouls back the first offering from Raven. Plawecki 0 for 2 and an intentional walk tonight. That's with a season high 18 hits, 3 home runs, 2 players with 4 hit games. Meanwhile, Washington had a 5-0 lead in Pittsburgh. It's now 5-3 in the bottom of the 6th, as the Pirates, who have been red hot, try to come back. It's Gio Gonzalez for the Nats tonight. Breaking ball from Raven misses, 1-1. Matt Harvey out on deck. Harvey had an RBI double his last time up. So Plawecki is the only starter who has not had a hit. As you look through the Dark Knight mask.
That's how it looks behind the mask.
And Plawecki went around 1-2. And Kevin saying, well, why don't you ask for help? Jim Reynolds saying, I saw it. Those catchers, they can't argue too much when they're batting.
Don't get in the box. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he didn't swing. Come on.
I can understand why he
Come
said.
on.
It wasn't even close.
Well, hallelujah.
It's amazing how some nights it can look so easy. This team has been so run-starved for most of the season.
Well, what's so ironic is that it's the first game after the move.
Strike 3 called, and Plawecki gets no satisfaction in that at bat. It's the second out of the inning. Well, you never know how these things are going to work out. You know, you bring in reinforcements, as the Mets have the last couple of days. You create competition within the ball club, and Plawecki's still hollering at Jim Reynolds. You want to get yourself ejected.
And it's hot. I don't blame him. Don't blame him.
Bob Guerin tells him, just stop. Don't get run out of the game. It's not worth it. Matt Harvey takes a big cut. Harvey pulled one over the third base bag for a double. Well, Kevin was hot at the check swing on the second strike.
Rabbit ears. Rabbits. So Matt's going to go 7, Garrett.
Josh Raven, 27 years old, making his big league debut this year, 9 years after he was originally drafted by the Cincinnati Reds. Waived, released, signed by the Dodgers, and finally making it to the show this season. But there have been plenty of opportunities in that on that Dodger pitching staff, because as we've talked about multiple times, other than their stars, they've had trouble filling roles. And part of that is injuries. You know, they had 2 starting pitchers go down for the season, Hyun-Jin Ryu and Brandon McCarthy, out for the long term. Austin Barnes just into the game took that foul ball hard.
A lot of crooked numbers up there on that Met scoreboard on the Met side. Nice to see. Nice grouping.
Full count now to Harvey. Matt, the 8th man up in the inning. Second straight inning the Mets have sent 8 men to the plate, and the 3rd time tonight. Curtis Granderson would be next. Conforto and Nieuwenhuis will run. 3-2 to Harvey, and he lines one for a base hit. Conforto to third. He's being waved home. The throw to the plate on a hop. not in time. And the Mets tack on another run. Matt Harvey has a multiple RBI game for his third straight start, and it's 12-2 New York. What an eruption.
Nice inning by Matt. Stayed back that time. They've been pitching him away. There you go. Nice slide around the backside.
Now Granderson, the ninth man to bat in the inning. So Harvey now has 7 RBIs for the season, 6 of them in his last 3 starts.
Nice slide. A little bit of that Rico Bronya kind of look, doesn't he?
Yeah.
The same kind of physique.
He reminds me a little facially of Rico as well.
Yeah, same shape.
Yeah. Rico, one of the absolute best human beings who ever played for the Mets.
Nice man.
Just wonderful. And like Michael Conforto, Rico was a great football player during his high school days, and had an offer to play. Well, he had offers. Rico did from like 200 different schools.
Really?
He was going to go to Clemson to play football, and then the Tigers drafted him in the first round, and he opted for baseball.
I think he made the right choice.
Conforto likewise decided to give up football because he thought baseball would yield a longer career. Swing and a miss. The ball gets away up onto the screen, and that'll bring in a run.
Boy.
Everything going wrong for the Dodgers. Neuenhuis scores. A strikeout. Wild pitch. And the Mets have 5 runs home in the 6th inning and lead 13-2. And they automatically will wait for another day.
They have batted around. Oh, not a good backhand there by Barnes. You want to definitely not do that.
So 5 runs home in the inning. And now Ruben Tejada, who led off this inning with a single to center. He's had 3 hits tonight. Mets already have 2 players with 4 hits. And Ruben trying to join that parade. Meanwhile, Juan Uribe has come out on deck. He'll bat for Daniel Murphy if Tejada keeps the inning going. And Ruben takes one in the dirt. Barnes able to stop that. Ball 1. Here's Uribe. Now, this is the second time this year that the Mets have given away the number of a player who's still in the organization. Remember, they gave away Dylan G's number 35 to Logan Verrett. Well, Dilson Herrera had number 2, and now that's been given away.
Well, the veteran always will supersede. There you see Matt Harvey.
First Met pitcher ever to have 2 RBIs in 3 consecutive games. Met pitchers have done a lot of that first time ever stuff with the bat this year. And with their arms. I don't know if anybody's ever going to match Steven Matz's debut.
Well, there's 2 guys in Mets uniforms going, my goodness, I don't have to pitch a tight game. And Terry Collins down there saying, I don't have to manage this game. I finally got one where I can sit back.
Tejada bounces one foul. Well, the Mets have 19 hits today. It's the most they've had in a game in 4 years. They had 20 in a game against the Braves in 2011. 19 tonight. It has come all of a sudden, and it has come in a bundle. That's working on their 5th time around the batting order in the 6th inning. And now Raven behind on Tejada, 3-1.
Well, the Dodgers have some issues.
Mets took 2 out of 3 from LA, mostly with great pitching in Los Angeles in early July. Lost the first 2 of this series, and now just raking tonight. 3-1 from Raven, and Tejada takes a strike on the outside corner, and he wasn't happy about that.
Borderline. Thought it was a ball. Close. Had the corner, but I thought it was a tad low.
So now Harvey and Granderson will be running. 3-2 to Tejada, and he wastes it away. 96 miles an hour from Raven. Zach Lee was the starter, gave up 7 runs and 11 hits in 4 2/3 innings. Chinwei Sao charged with 6 runs and 7 hits in 2/3 of an inning. Now Raven just trying to put the inning to bed. To say Sal got hit a lot harder than Lee did. There's bullets all over the place. Tejada hits one toward the gap in right center. Ranging over though is Ethier to make the grab, and that retires the side. But 10 Mets came to bat in the bottom of the 6th inning, and the Mets put up a 5 spot. Murphy and Duda with home runs, and it's 13-2 New York. Four in the first, 3 in the 5th, 5 in the 6th. Huge innings for the Mets, their highest hit total in 4 years. And a 13-2 lead as we start the 7th. And now Juan Uribe will become the 1,002nd Met in history as he takes over at third base from Daniel Murphy and trading some smiles wherever he goes.
Well, one thing about Uribe, the 36-year-old veteran, he's a very good glove over at third base.
Came up as a shortstop with the Rockies and the White Sox. There's a couple of World Series rings with Chicago and San Francisco. Andre Ethier leads off in the 7th. Ethier's been up twice, flied out both times against Matt Harvey, who's in line for his 9th win of the year and has contributed a couple of hits and 2 RBIs. Harvey etching his name in the record book. First Met pitcher ever to drive in 2 runs in 3 straight games. The Dodgers starter tonight, Zach Lee, suffered an ignominious mark in that he gave up 7 runs, which ties the most runs the Mets have ever scored against a pitcher making his major league debut as a starter. Topped back to Harvey, still has time, and makes the play. That probably had some flashbacks to that bunt he didn't field against Espinoza in his last start.
Very
no
similar.
problem throwing out Ethier. The only other first-time starter who gave up 7 runs against the Mets was a guy named Jay Dahl for the Houston Colt 45s in 1963. He gave up 7 runs in his first and, as it turned out, only major league start. He never pitched another game in the majors. Hopefully Zach Lee will not suffer the same fate.
I wonder if Rusty was a part of that game, because Rusty is here in the house tonight. I saw Rusty in the eats room.
1963 was his first year.
Rusty came up, his
19-year-old.
19-year-old. Rusty might have been a part of that game. Maybe he remembers.
Ask him if he remembers Jay Dahl. As Monty Grandal struck out and flied out, started the game behind the plate, now playing first base for the Dodgers. Good slider by Harvey, 0-2.
92-mile-an-hour slider. That's pretty good. 86 pitches. How very nice. Nice to pitch with an 11-run lead.
Grandal pops one down the line. Conforto near that sidewall and runs out of room. That's something that Michael's going to have to get used to.
Yeah. Everything
wall
about
that approaches right after you cross the line down each corner.
He's going to have to get used to this ballpark, period. And doesn't have to contend with that right field fence where the Mo, is it still the Mo zone? It is not. Honda, I should have looked.
Well, Dave Fried has provided the answer. That game that Jay Dahl started in 1963 for the Colt 45s, Rusty went 2 for 5 in that game and drove in a run. So he tried his best. Just the fact that the Mets won a game in 1963 was a big deal. Of course, the Mets and Astros came into the league together in 1962. And the Colt 45/Astros dominated the Mets in those early years. 4th strikeout for Harvey. 2nd out of the inning. Get to Citi Field tomorrow. The Mets take on the Dodgers at 1:10. The first 15,000 fans will receive a Curtis Granderson Fathead, courtesy of Citi. After the game, all kids 12 and under can run the bases in the Mr. Met Dash. For tickets, visit Mets.com/Family Sundays.
Well, didn't the Astros already have a little leg up on the Mets? Didn't they have a farm system already in place when when they came in that first year?
I don't know the particulars of that. I do know that the Mets, when they first went in the expansion draft, took a lot of veteran players. Conforto and Tejada collide. The ball lands, and it looks as though they're both okay. So some miscommunication there as Tejada went out and Conforto came in. And it looks like both survived intact.
Well, let's see if someone called here. He called it late. Tough one for Tejada. Tough play.
I remember Ruben broke his leg late in the season on a similar play a few years ago. And it's good to see him get up and be all right.
It's good to see them both get up, Gary. Almost got a knee.
Got his arm up to block it before it hit him in the chest. So it's a blue pit for Carl Crawford. He's aboard with 2 out. And now Jimmy Rollins, who homered his last time up. That's the second shot Tejada's taken tonight. Remember, he got kneed in the shin on a slide back in the 3rd inning. Jock Peterson was thrown out at 2nd. Let's look at this in real time.
Well, fortunately for the Mets, no one injured.
Pulled toward the hole and past to diving Johnson. Base hit for Rollins, his 2nd of the night. So back-to-back 2-out hits for the Dodgers in the 7th.
Good effort by Kelly.
Dan Warthen on the phone to the bullpen, so we'll get some warm-up action shortly for Harvey, who's up to 95 pitches on the night. Matt retired the first 2 here in the 7th.
Needs one more out and go in there and do whatever you want to do in the clubhouse. I don't know what they do in there today. I know what I would have done, but
what would you have done?
Would have had a beer.
Here's Austin Barnes, who came in on the double switch in the last inning. Taken for a strike. Barnes started the game last night, had a double in 3 at-bats. And Henry Mejia will be the first man up in the Mets bullpen. Ball and a strike to Barnes. Harvey struck out 4 tonight, walked only 1, which is a major change for the better after walking 4 or more in 3 straight starts. Now kind of back to normal tonight. It's allowed a couple of solo home runs to Rollins and Peterson, and that's it.
Well, Matt would like to not give up a 3rd run here. 7 innings, 2 runs.
The super quality start.
Yes. Well, to me, that's 7 innings and 3 runs. What is it? 3.86 earned run average. I'll take that as a quality start.
7 innings, 2 runs, 2.57.
That's a quality start.
That's super quality.
Yes. Well, quality. 1 run and 0. That's super quality.
Well, I guess we can quibble about the terminology, but I think we agree that 6 innings, 3 runs, which is now called a quality start. It's kind of a low bar.
It's a low bar. It's a 4.50 earned run average. I don't think any pitcher wants that. But
that's the outside.
The only time they want it is when it's negotiating time.
Two out, 2 on, 2 and 2 to Barnes. He fouls away the 98-mile-an-hour fastball. So Harvey still throwing hard here in the 7th inning, trying to put on the finishing touches. Now at 100 pitches for the night. Again, the 2-2. Bouncing ball. Tejada going to go the long way. Gets the out on Barnes. Side retired. So Matt Harvey through 7. Gives up 2 runs. Gets plenty of run support. Good night for Harvey and the Mets. 13-2. Dodgers. Alberto Callaspo takes over for Justin Turner at third. Kike Hernandez takes over for Jimmy Rollins at shortstop. Josh Raven, who got the final 2 outs in the 6th, stays on for the 7th. And Juan Uribe will get his first plate appearance as a Met. Those are Uribe's numbers. Started out the year with the Dodgers, was traded for Callaspo et al. Back in May, and then traded yesterday to the Mets. Uribe, who started his career in Colorado, went to the White Sox, then the Giants, signed a 3-year deal with the Dodgers, struggled his first 2 years there, then came on, came back to the Dodgers, struggled again. He's had a very interesting career.
Yes, he has.
At age 36, and there you see the number of games he's played in each venue. He won a World Series ring with the White Sox and one with the Giants. He was a shortstop back in the day, but that was about 50 pounds ago. And he takes outside 2-0. By all reports, a delightful presence in the clubhouse. Guy who takes his game very seriously. Terrific mentor for young players. And he hits one to center field. Peterson over toward left center will get there and makes the catch to retire Uribe. Win.
Peterson looks a little. Okay, we'll look at Uribe's swing here, and he's a high ball hitter. He's a cut and slash hitter. Look at that level swing. Always has pulled off with his front shoulder, but he has that ability to go to the opposite field. He's a smart hitter. You know, the way Peterson ran after that ball, kind of the strides kind of remind me of Fred Lynn a little bit.
There's Kelly Johnson, who's had a very successful first game as a Met. Singled his first time up and scored a run, then hit a home run up in the Pepsi porch in the 5th inning, his 10th of the year. Mets with 19 hits tonight. Just for reference, the Mets club record for hits in a game is 23. They've done that twice. They had 23 hits in a game in Wrigley Field in 1964. They had 23 hits in a game at Coors Field in 2000. Most they've ever had in a home game is 22. They did that in 1981 against the Cardinals, with Keith Hernandez playing for St. Louis.
So we probably got hammered that game.
Well, actually, I don't know what the final score was, but Mookie Wilson hit a 2-run walk-off home run off Bruce Sutter to win it. The 22nd hit for the Mets in that game. They won 7-6.
Bruce actually gave one up.
So they had 7 runs and 22 hits. That's not very good efficiency.
No.
Much better tonight. 13 runs on 19 hits.
Agreed.
Yeah, Sutter wasn't perfect, but he was pretty close.
It was pretty good.
Johnson goes down swinging. So Raven has his 3rd strikeout in relief. And there are 2 out in the 7th. Here's Lucas Duda. Duda hit his 13th home run of the year his last time up. One of 3 home runs the Mets have hit tonight.
I just found out from Dave that I only went 1 for 4 in that game.
Well, it wasn't the Cardinals who had 22 hits. It was the Mets. Well, you were playing for the wrong side at the time.
At least it wasn't a collar. But 2 runs?
2 runs.
Of course. Thank you. 2 ribeye steaks with that single.
Those wheels. Duda cracks another one. Deep right field. Back toward the wall. That ball is out of here. Second of the night for Lucas Duda. 14 home runs for Duda. 14 runs for the Mets.
Wow. Feel like Ray Scott. Right down the pipe fastball, right in the wheelhouse.
3rd time this year that Duda's hit 2 home runs in a game.
This is an extravaganza.
Now Conforto, who's 4 for 4, and he takes a rip and fouls it back.
Waiting on this ball. Let's see. Better. Still like to see him bring it back a little bit more, a little deeper. But that's progress.
Conforto 4 for 4, 2 singles, 2 doubles, and he takes ball 1. If Conforto gets a hit, he'll do something that has not been done since 1933. Get 5 hits in a game in one of your first 2 big league games. Cecil Travis for the Washington Senators did that in 1933.
Good cut. He's aggressive rips.
And an infield hit off the pitcher's glove to drive in a run in the first. Drilled a double down the right field line in the second. A long double to center field in the 5th. And he went the other way and singled to left in the 6th. And interestingly, they don't have the shift on against him this time.
Well, I think that line drive to left center field.
4 home runs for the Mets tonight. 2 of them off the bat of Lucas Duda.
Oh boy.
And the Mets have a 20-hit night. 2-2 to Conforto. And he takes the breaking ball on his feet. 3-2.
Nice eye. Wasn't the least bit full.
Now it's 3-2 to Michael. And he takes it high, ball 4, so he'll settle for getting on base for his 5th time tonight. 4 for 4 with a walk. Well, there's your very involved Mets box score presented by Wise. Conforto and Neuenhuis each with a 4-hit game. Duda with 2 home runs. Johnson with a home run in his first game as a Met. Tejada with 3 hits and 3 runs scored. It has been a field day all around. Now Neuenhuis, who has his second 4-hit game of his career tonight, has a chance for the rare 5-hit game. Tight to Neuenhuis, a ball and a strike. Mets have given up a couple of 5-hit games this year, most recently to Jason Hayward in St. Louis. But the Mets haven't had a 5-hit game of their own in a long time. Last Met to get 5 hits in a game was Ronnie Polino.
Of all people.
Two and 1 to Neuenhuis, and that's wide. Raven falls behind 3-1. Conforto at first and 2 out. Neuenhuis takes it high, so he's on base for the 5th time. Back-to-back 2-out walks. Wow. Well, you can't get a 5-hit game if they're not going to let you hit. During tonight's game, you can get interactive with SNY Game Day on SNY.TV, featuring pitch-by-pitch coverage, player cards, and in-depth stats. Check out SNY Game Day on SNY.TV, your online home of all things New York sports. Rick Honeycutt's been wearing out a path to the mound tonight.
Well,
let's answer our Verizon trivia question for tonight. We asked you who were the 2 players with the record for the most Grand Slams in the season. Don Mattingly is one. Travis Hafner is the other. 6 Grand Slams in a season.
How can I forget Mr. Mattingly? I remember that.
Donnie Baseball and Pronk.
You know, Garrett, when you get a little older, you start getting a little forgetful.
Here's the amazing thing about that. Mattingly had 6 Grand Slams in 1987. Never had another one. Before
really
was the only 6 Grand Slams of his career.
I believe in 1977 I hit 3 Grand Slams in the month of September.
Really?
Check that. Either 2 or 3. I think it was 3. No, Dave's looking it up. You guys calm down the truck.
Were you muscling up back then?
I hit one off Fred Norman, I know. I remember.
Lefty, little lefty.
In Cincinnati. He threw me a screwball up and in.
Kevin Plawecki's had a frustrating night at the plate. Called out on strikes his last time up, and he had Jim Reynolds had plenty of words. He's the only guy who hasn't joined the hit parade tonight. 0 for 3 in a walk. And that one hits him. And now the bases are loaded. So Matt Harvey will not bat here. Harvey's already driven in 2 runs tonight. Eric Campbell's going to bat for him. Joel Peralta up in the bullpen for the Dodgers. But Raven's going to stay in and face Campbell with the bases loaded and 2 out. Conforto, Neuenhuis, Plawecki the base runners, and Campbell takes off the plate ball 1. Let's check in with Steve.
You know, guys, Eric Campbell yesterday, he was in the video room, heard about the trade, Uribe and Kelly Johnson coming over, and his initial thought was, am I going to be on this team after the game? Tried to quickly put it out of his mind, but didn't find out until after the game that it wasn't him getting sent back down. Actually said that the feeling wasn't necessarily one of relief, because you realize while you're happy to still be up here, it's at the expense of a couple of buddies. So Eric Campbell, an interesting night last night to go through.
Of course, it was John Mayberry designated for assignment. Danny Muno optioned back to AAA. And now it's 3-0 to Campbell. And after getting 2 outs, Raven has hit a wall, gave up a home run to Duda, a couple of walks and a hit batsman. And now in danger of forcing another run.
Jeez. It's not good, is it?
And there's ball 4, and the Mets have their 15th run of the night. A new season high as Conforto trots in to score his 4th run of the game.
I mean, the Dodgers, Gary, what I'm seeing here, they can't go into a playoff with this bullpen like this.
Well, they've got 2 guys they can rely on in that bullpen, in Kenley Jansen and J.P. Howell. But beyond that, not sure how that's going to work. But again, they've got 6 days till the trading deadline, and then waiver deals in August. Plenty of time to make a deal to bring some pitching in. Don Mattingly's going to make another pitching change, as Raven got the first 2 outs here in the 7th, but unable to seal the deal. Juan Lagares is going to come up to pinch hit, and he'll face Joel Peralta, who will come out of the bullpen for the Dodgers. We'll be right back. To you by your Mercedes-Benz Tri-State dealers. Visit them on the web at searchmercedes.com. It's been hard to slow down the Mets tonight. A virtually unrecognizable performance as the Mets have banged out a season-high 15 runs and 20 hits. And Joel Peralta will be the fourth Dodger pitcher of the night.
Peralta has made one appearance. Not a good one. 2/3, 3 hits, 1 run. Could not get the ball over the plate.
Juan Lagares batting for Curtis Granderson. Bases loaded, 2 out, and Peralta misses outside.
Wow.
Lagares, the 8th man up in the inning. It's the 4th different inning where the Mets have sent at least 8 men to the plate. Neuenhuis at 3rd, Plawecki at 2nd, and Campbell at 1st. 2 runs home here in the 7th to make it 15-2. And Lagares takes the curveball for a strike. 1-1. Juan went 1 for 3 last night. In the night off tonight, Kirk Neuenhuis starting in center and having himself a huge night. 4 for 4, 4 RBIs.
Well, this is a very glaring weakness of the Dodgers here.
Harris takes the cut, fouls back 1-2. Last time the Mets scored this many runs, it was on one of the coldest nights we've ever seen. April 12th, 2013 in Minneapolis. Remember that? When they beat up on Vance Worley?
I said that earlier. I was getting forgetful, but I'll never forget that one.
16-5 that night. One and 2. And Lagares pokes one to the second baseman. Kendricks got it. And the side retired. Mets tack on a couple. Lucas Duda hits his 2nd home run in the last 2 innings. Number 14 for Duda. Mets having their biggest offensive night of the year. 15-2 going to the 8th. Having a huge offensive day. 15 runs and 20 hits, both season highs. The influx of new offensive talent inspiring a big effort. Juan Lagares will stay in the game in center. Kirk Neuenhuis will move to right, and Henry Mejia will make his first appearance in this series.
Well, there's Henry. Are those the 5 games since his return, or is it the entire season?
Well, he didn't pitch before.
That's right.
He left.
That's been so long.
Remember, he got hurt opening day warming up.
That's right.
And then while he was on the disabled list, he drew the 80-game suspension.
So, as you can see, Henry has been sterling.
Last pitched on Wednesday in Washington, a 1-2-3 inning. He'll face the top of the batting order, Jock Peterson, who homered his last time up. One of 2 solo home runs Matt Harvey allowed tonight. Those were the only 2 marks against him. And Peterson takes a fastball strike. Harvey went 7, allowed 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. The 2 solo homers to 101 pitches, lowered his ERA to 3.16. And now Mejia in the 8th. 1-1 to Peterson with Kendrick and the pitcher spot. Kendrick and Callaspo to follow, I should say. Callaspo sitting in the 3rd hole. Two-one coming, and Peterson takes outside. We talked about Peterson's strikeouts, 118 now, most in the league, but he's also drawing 59 walks, which is 4th in the league. So one of those guys who sees a lot of pitches, has a high on base percentage despite his very low batting average.
Swing and a miss guy, evidently, but you can. I bet you the numbers have really dipped off since he's slumped. He was off to such an incredible start first half of the season.
Well, he hadn't hit a home run in nearly a month before he went deep against Harvey in the 6th.
Henry always with that hat and his bill a little askance, not centered.
Works for Felix Hernandez. Is there a more consistent pitcher year on year than Felix Hernandez? Another gem last night, 12 and 5, 2.69. It seems like he puts up those same numbers every year.
It's one of those guys, Gary, that when he has a bad day, when he gets knocked out, it's shocking.
And he does it, you know, in semi-obscurity up in Seattle, but boy, few guys who have been as consistent as he has. Peterson takes one the other way, and he's got himself another extra base hit.
Well, there's your line drive swing.
3rd hit of the night for Peterson. Single, homer, and now double.
That's what you do to an outside pitch. That's good hitting.
So he didn't try to hit the ball to the ballpark that time.
I'd like to see that. He's got himself 3 hits for the day, 3 for 4.
Shelby Miller made his return to St. Louis tonight for the Atlanta Braves. There's Howie Kendrick, and lost 1-0. Carlos Martinez, 8 scoreless innings for the win. Miller pitched great and lost. He's now 5-7, despite pitching incredibly well for Atlanta. Kendrick 0 for 3 tonight, and he shoots one foul, 1-1. What about the comeback the Yankees staged tonight? They were down 5-1. Alex Rodriguez hit his 3rd home run of the game to tie it in the top of the 9th, and the Yankees have now gone up 8-5 going to the bottom of the 9th.
They're not losing, are they? And A-Rod has proved all of his critics and me, one of them, wrong. I just didn't think he'd be able to have this kind of season, Gary, after missing all that time. I just didn't think he could be done at his age.
And you add that to what Mark Teixeira's been able to do in turning his career back around, and you've got 2 aging sluggers in the middle of that lineup who have outperformed everybody's expectations.
Well, you've got Teixeira healthy.
2-2 to Kendrick. Struck him out with a breaking ball. Mejia gets his first out.
Well, we're going to see Peterson here, and we talk about bat speed all the time. That's a quick bat right there, and in the big leagues, you pretty much got to have a quick bat. If you have a slow bat or a loop in your swing which makes it slow, or your take back which slows it down, those pitchers, they're going to find out about it in a heartbeat. And guys that throw hard, you're not going to be able to get the barrel out.
There's Alberto Callaspo batting for the first time. Callaspo was in the original starting lineup tonight, but when Adrian Gonzalez said he was good to go despite a stiff neck, Callaspo was scratched. Came in to relieve Justin Turner in the lopsided game. And he takes the off-speed pitch 1-1. Next SNY telecast Tuesday night when the Mets open their series against the Padres here at Citi Field. 6 o'clock the coverage Tuesday night right here on SNY. To Callaspo. Yasiel Puig is out on deck to be a pinch hitter for the Dodgers. Bobby Parnell getting ready in the Mets bullpen. So despite the lopsided nature of the game, Terry Collins using his front line relievers tonight.
Well, Mejia thought this was a strike.
He's back after that last
I don't like that.
And that drew Plawecki's attention, but Henry says he's okay. Two and two to Callaspo. Now J.P. Howell, who has not yet appeared in this series, gets up in the Dodger bullpen. So both these teams in a game that has long since been decided are going to use some of their frontline relievers. And we were talking before about Greinke against DeGrom tomorrow. Situation where you might not need a whole lot of bullpen if both of them pitch up to form. Top 2 in the National League in ERA.
Both teams with an off day the following day on Monday.
Right. Oh, strike 3 called. Callaspo caught looking for the second out. Greinke #1 in the National League in ERA. DeGrom #2. New City probables for tomorrow. Game will be seen on Pix 11. Coverage starts tomorrow at 12:30. There are your ERA leaders in the National League.
Looking forward to that one.
Look at Miller, 2.33 going into the night. Gave up 1 run tonight, and he's 5-7. Talking about guys not getting run support. DeGrom got his 10th win in his last start for the Mets in Washington. Yasiel Puig pinch hitting. Dodgers with the crowded outfield, so Puig got the night off tonight. Hit a 2-run homer last night, his 6th of the year. Oh, I don't think we've sent out congratulations to John Neese and his wife Leah, proud parents of Tatum Jeffrey Neese, who was born last night during the game.
How about that?
John opted to stay and didn't get home in time for the birth, but was able to watch it live thanks to FaceTime. Was in the clubhouse, watched the birth, and then got on a plane and flew home to Ohio to be with his wife and new son. Two to Puig, and he struck him out with a breaking ball. 3 strikeouts in a row for Mejia after a leadoff double. So a successful inning for Mejia. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 15-2. Dad a strong fan of the game. We asked you to send in your pictures, and Carrie Ann did.
Very nice.
Mirror image. J.P. Howell will pitch the bottom of the 8th for the Dodgers.
Yes, don't change that dial. Those are his numbers. It is absolutely incredible what this man has done this year. Has not given up an earned run since April 14th.
That's one earned run allowed this season.
Jeez.
Ruben Tejada up for the 6th time, which will give you an idea how this game has gone. Ruben is 3 for 5. Uribe and Johnson, the two newcomers, will follow here in the bottom of the 8th. And it's lined the other way and caught by Grandal, and that's what came between Tejada and his 4th hit of the night. So Grandal, who moved to first base earlier in the game, makes a leaping grab to deny Tejada one away.
6 ABs for Ruben on the night. 2 runs. Nice play right there by Grandal. 3 singles.
Now Juan Uribe gets his 2nd at bat, flied out to center field after coming in the game to spell Daniel Murphy in the 7th. The 15 runs the Mets have scored tonight is the most they have ever scored at Citi Field. Last time the Mets scored this many runs in a home game, you've got to go back to 2006 at Shea, when they beat the Marlins 17-3, and that was a memorable game on a couple of counts. One, it was Mike Pelfrey's major league debut, and 2, Jose Valentin drove in 7 runs in the first 2 innings with a grand slam and a 3-run triple.
I vaguely remember that. Valentin was a nice player, wasn't he?
He had a great year that year. He was a nice mentor for Jose Reyes, and he was about the 9th choice up the middle, and Uribe has his first hit as a Met, and the Mets 21st hit of the night. So everybody has joined the parade. Conforto, a 4-hit game. Johnson, 2 hits, including a home run in his first game as a Met, and now Uribe.
Got a little hanging slider. Always level. Line drive hitter with pop.
So the Mets now just 1 shy of their club record for most hits in a 9-inning home game. And here's Johnson. Singled in the 1st, hit a home run in the 5th. 22 hits. September 20th, 1981, the most of the Mets have ever had in a 9-inning home game. When it rains, it pours. Now the question is, can the Mets sustain this offense? Maybe not 15 runs a night, but 4 or 5 a night would be nice. Mets will be 36-5 this year when they score 4 or more runs after tonight.
Mets need 1 more base runner to possibly get Conforto up for a chance for 5 hits, Garrett.
He had a chance for 5 hits in the 7th, but he drew a walk. So did Nieuwenhuis, and he also walked. So they both got a crack at it. And Kelly Johnson fouls 1, 2, and 2. The last 5-hit game for a Met, we mentioned Ronnie Paulino in Philadelphia in 2011. No Met has had a 5-hit game at Citi Field. The last 5-hit home game for a Met, Carlos Delgado against the Braves in 2008 at Shea. Two to Johnson, and he goes down swinging, and that's the 2nd out. So 2 away. Now Lucas Duda will have a chance to do what Kirk Nieuwenhuis did a couple of weeks ago.
3 home runs. 2 for the last 2 at bats, 2 solo shots.
Wouldn't that be funny?
It would be nice.
That's gone almost 54 years without a player hitting 3 home runs in a home game. Now they might do it twice in a couple of weeks.
Got a tough mark here, though, in this left-hander in Howell. Tough, hard sinker. Hard to lift a sinker.
So Conforto on deck, hoping Duda can get him a turn, and it's outside ball one. By the way, Conforto with his 4-hit game, fastest Met ever to have a 4-hit game, doing it in just his second game. The previous fastest was Mike Jacobs, who had a 4-hit game in his 4th game in 2005. Duda pops this one up. It'll be hard for anybody to get there. Howell might come the closest, and he can't get there. With the shift on, Cayasco was so far off the line. The only chance was for Howell to hurry down toward the dugout, but too late.
Excellent effort by Thurston. I mean JP.
Very nice, Lovey. Duda lays off the breaking ball, and it's 2-1.
Well, he's not only got a very hard sinker, Gare, he's got a big sweeping hook. Good one.
High strike, 2-2. Well, Jerry's familiar, Logan Verrett, both up in the Mets bullpen. Verrett was called up today with John Neese going on the paternity list. And Duda strikes out to end the inning. So the Mets offensive night is over. 15 runs and 21 hits. And now that's all that's left is to get the final 3 outs and set the stage for the Wilson sisters. And then on Geico Sports Night after the post game, all the rumors, all the action, and the Hall of Fame induction ceremonies tomorrow. It's a big day in Cooperstown, and we'll hear from Pedro Martinez. All on Geico Sports Night tonight after the post game. Jerry's familiar with a 13-run lead. We'll get some work in the ninth inning.
Well, he hasn't pitched since last Tuesday, an inning in Washington, so he needs the work. And Also, one of the few blown saves the outing before in St. Louis in that 18-inning fiasco that the Mets pulled out.
They're going to keep Logan Ferret up in the bullpen, so I'm sure they will limit Familia's pitches here in the ninth inning. Andre Ethier will lead things off. I mean, they might cap him at, say, 15 pitches, and if he throws more than that, just bring Ferret in the game, because you don't want to lose him for tomorrow.
And I remember you and Ronnie having that conversation that closers when games that aren't in closing situations. Eckersley was one that Ronnie brought up, was always awful.
Well, that was the case Tuesday night. It was a non-save situation for Familia in the game in Washington. He gave up an infield hit and a hit batsman, but worked his way through the inning. Matt Harvey went 7, allowed 2 runs, 6 hits, in line for his 9th win of the year. Lowered his ERA to 3.16. Henry Mejia struck out 3 in a row after a leadoff double in the 8th, and now Familia trying to close out the Mets' biggest offensive showing of the season. Ethier lines it to center. On comes Lagares to make the running grab. One away.
Easy play for Lagares.
Right into the blue center of his glove.
Routine.
Yasmani Grandal is 0 for 3, struck out twice against Matt Harvey tonight. 2 of the 4 strikeouts from Matt in this game. Slapped the other way. Oh, backhand stop by Uribe. Makes the long throw on a hop. Scooped up by Duda, and they get the out. Welcome to New York, Juan Uribe. What a glove.
Well, his offense is clutch, but his glove is always often overlooked, and there's a very beautiful play.
Nice scoop by Luke. Nice.
And with that, the Dodgers down to their final out. Familia tips his cap. Now faces Carl Crawford. Crawford 1 for 3, blooped 1 to left in the 7th, and the only really scary moment for the Mets came when Tejada went end over end after colliding with an on-charging Conforto, but both were okay, and the Mets breathed a sigh of relief, and everything else has gone swimmingly. Quickly ahead 0-2.
This one's going to be over shortly.
Warm up the band.
Oh, that's right.
Barracuda.
Love it.
A little bit low, 1-2. Mets have certainly shown heart tonight. 1-2. Just missed. Familia thought for sure he would be able to celebrate, but Jim Reynolds has disappointed a few people tonight. So gear up for one more. Two to Crawford. He struck him out, and the ball game is over. The Mets with an influx of offense.